Yeah, weight heavy on my back. I'm knowing that they coming, sitting ready on my lap. It's the biggest in the game. All these boys lame, trying to throw me off my game. It's the real big stepper, 10 toes with it. Sparing no feelings, you know anybody get it. Catch them boys slipping, never leave a witness. Never with the gimmicks, crash dummies on a mission. I'm like, yeah, I'm a problem for 'em. Plus you know I'm cocky, you cannot ignore him. On the internet, yeah, he probably hard, but in real life, he gon' need a bodyguard. You know I'm riding with God, so I'm on the right track. Yeah, we lost a little, but we'll make it right back. I'm in all black, yeah, I got all y'all caskets. Stick to the code, this for all my ratchets. This for all my ratchets. This for all my ratchets. This for all my, yeah. Yeah. This for all my ratchets. This for all my ratchets. This for all my, yeah. Y'all heavy on the dope, you really getting desperate, and it really shows. Your money getting low, your fame disappearing, and Big Ratchet took you out the game is what you hearing. Yeah, I'm a god to these niggas, and everything you spit is a facade to these niggas. And it's really clear that you been robbing these niggas, and really soon I'ma drop a bomb on these niggas. Nah, that's the devil talking, but I don't listen. If I did, y'all be dead in coffins. Just know that day is coming, he know I'ma level off him. And that flew over heads, he know I'ma level off him. You know I'm riding with God, so I'm on the right track. Yeah, we lost a little, but we'll make it right back. I'm in all black, yeah, I got all y'all caskets. Stick to the code, this for all my ratchets. This for all my ratchets. This for all my ratchets. This for all my, yeah. I'm calling out all these niggas. Ain't no Debo, don't stall these niggas. Pipe up, pipe up, pipe down when you call my phone. Don't hit me up about no bitch. Gave her dick, now she won't get gone. Pipe up, pipe up. Who the fuck won't war with a demon? You ain't got enough money, my nigga. Treat this shit like cars I'm leasing. Pipe up, pipe up. Do it look like I'm worried about a thread? When I'm strapped like COD. And you know I got them all on deck. Pipe up, pipe up. Big money when I push that button. Damn, why they y'all mad at me? Big Ratchet gon' push them buttons. Pipe up, pipe up. Now y'all really just need to pipe down. If it's what you really want, my nigga, I can make one call right now. Pipe up, pipe up. Yo, bitch tryna hop on dick. And you know I left it wet, my nigga. Better go ahead and mop that shit. Pipe up, pipe up. Keep talking, you gon' get piped up. Yo, bitch tryna get piped up. Snotty knows he gon' get wiped up. Pipe up, pipe up. These niggas ain't gon' do nothing. I ain't never did none of y'all nothing. Big Ratchet gon' push them buttons. Pipe up, pipe up. Keep talking, you gon' get piped up. Yo, bitch tryna get piped up. Snotty nose, he gon' get wiped up. Pipe up, pipe up. These niggas ain't gon' do nothing. I ain't never did none of y'all nothing. Big Ratchet gon' push them buttons. Pipe up, pipe up. Keep talking, you gon' get piped up. Yo, bitch tryna get piped up. Snotty nose, he gon' get wiped up. Pipe up, pipe up.
Hey, know I'm Tone Bite, know I'm Tone Bite, know I'm Tone Bite. We back, Ratchet Gang. We back with another one. We back with another banger. Let's get the likes up. Look, you might have forgot. Hell, they might have forgot. But you already know it's the king. Too loyal, know I'm Tone Bite, RatchetTV. Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Get the likes up if you in the building. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Tap that notification bell so you can get the drop whenever I drop. Alright, so boom. Man. We got to talk, Ratchet Gang. Look, tonight, we got to chop it up on this good evening. This evening, should I say. It's not really nighttime yet, but nighttime is the right time. And you on RatchetTV, so we got to chop it up about some stuff that's going on in this Antoine Massey, David Groves case, man. It's Derrick. I said David. Derrick Groves case. My bad. We gotta chop it up about some. What the hell are we looking at right now, y'all? Is this the case of men who are guilty? I mean, excuse me, innocent, but are put out there to be guilty? Are we looking at a situation where some injustice is taken on? Are we about to uncover some injustice, or are these some guilty ass brothers who need to take their ass back to jail? What are y'all saying in the chat? What are we looking at right now? Is this the case of injustice happening right underneath our eyes, or is this the case of some brothers need to? Hey man, it's time for you to go ahead and go back to jail, dog, because it's seeming like some stuff might be getting uncovered right here under our faces. They say Derrick guilty 100%. He said, look, dog, Derrick, take your ass, Derrick, whatever you got going on, just get your ass back to jail. And allegedly one of these dudes got caught at a bus stop, sleep. Look, this is some crazy shit. Then you got another dude going live talking about, hey brother, I didn't break out of jail. They let me out. Like, first of all, I didn't break out. The door was open, so I walked out that motherfucker. I ain't break out of shit. First of all, nigga, you're sentenced. You know you're not supposed to take your ass out that front door. You broke out. I don't know what part of the game you think this is, but if you definitely are confined to a space and you ain't supposed to leave that motherfucker, and if you do leave it, I think you would be breaking out of anything of that nature. That's just my guess, though. It's them dudes. Yeah, we chopping it up about them tonight, man. This evening, we just gonna switch up the content and talk about something different. It's a story that has been going viral. It's a story that a couple of my subscribers were sending me. So I was like, hey, all right, we'll chop it up about it. They want to have a conversation about it. So definitely I will put Ratchet Gang's eyes and ears on this situation, allegedly, and everything I say is alleged, and it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act, and you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video. And everything I say is alleged. Allegedly, y'all. So if you're aware of this case, then drop the gems in the chat. If you have no idea what's going on tonight, drop the eyeballs. If you're aware of it, drop the gems. If you have no idea what's going on, drop the eyeballs. Hold on. Let's see. Derrick and Antoine guilty. Yes, they need to go back to jail, but no, free them boys. Alright, what y'all think in the chat, man? I'm gonna do a poll right now. What y'all think in the chat, man? Do y'all think them boys guilty? Do you think them boys innocent? Do you think they need to take their ass back to jail, or do y'all want to free them boys? Let me know in the chat. if y'all think these guys are guilty or innocent now, me watching the dudes, how they maneuvered and moved up out that bitch, I'm seeing some charges that one of them got. This dude, Antoine, I ain't gonna lie, brother. I'm not sure if you guilty or if you innocent. I just know the stuff that you in there for, you got a hell of a story. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me personally, I'm kind of, I'm in the middle of this one. I have no idea. I'm not on either side. I don't know if these guys are guilty or innocent. I'm hearing injustice, but if any woman or man has been locked up in here before, everybody got injustice in that motherfucker, don't they? It seems like everybody got a story to tell, and everybody didn't do what the fuck they in there for. If you've been to jail, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we all know, if you've been to jail, you heard, I didn't do this, man. They framing me. I'm innocent, man. They need to let me out, man. I just couldn't afford a lawyer. I don't know if that's true or not, but we all done heard some jail stories before. Is my audio good? Can y'all hear me fine? I was supposed to ask y'all this when we started, because something was going on in my settings before I started it. Am I too loud? Am I too low? Let me know in the chat. Can y'all hear me, or what's good? They said nobody guilty in jail. Now, everybody didn't do what the hell they in jail for. Every time you go to jail, everybody in the whole tank didn't do what the fuck they in there for. Nobody own up to their damn crimes. Nah, fam, I'm innocent, dog. Hell nah, fam. You look at their damn rap sheet, boy, be charged with capital unaliving, armed burglary, conspiracy to commit unaliving. Laretha, thank you for the 5-piece. Says, love you, Ratchet. Love you right back. Salute. Yeah, these boys be crazy as hell. So I don't know whether these dudes guilty or innocent. I have no idea what the hell is going on, but I just know somebody ass is going to jail. Most definitely, your ass is going to jail. You can try to shape this up however y'all want to. You can plead your innocence. You could broke out of jail. See, this is my thing. Yeah, in order to make a change, you got to sacrifice something. But at this point, let's just say you did the shit. Let's just say you did it for the sake of arguing. Now, if you did this and you putting your family and your loved ones in a position, you just said you had a daughter that graduated. You putting her in a fucked up position, because if they can't get you, what you think ends up happening? Somebody gonna get hemmed up or done up. It's gonna make you pop out sooner or later. Something is gonna. You're not just gonna hide forever. They're gonna take something close to you. You putting your family in danger. You putting yourself in danger by even maneuvering the way you are. If you did it, I don't know if you're guilty or innocent. I have no idea. But if you did do the shit, you 100% putting your family in danger. It says that wasn't their way to do it, though. Yeah, so they really finna sit down now. Now, if you would have just wrote an appeal or just went viral to make a message, you could have got a phone in jail and got your message out and went viral on the right spot. If you could have contacted the right people and just did this shit online, and I think you could have had a way up out there. Everybody could have put signatures for you or put a highlight on your case. We would have all been talking about it, but you're forcing us. It's like you're forcing everybody's hand to talk about you at this point. You're forcing everybody in the room to look directly in your direction. So, okay, well, I'm listening to some of that shit you charged with. I don't know how you make it up out this one, brother. They want you. So whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Now, it's a little too late. I don't see you turning yourself in. So we're going to see how it goes. I said, are Derrick and Antoine guilty? 54% of the room says yes, they need to go back to jail. 46% of the room says no, free them boys. So y'all make sure. We ain't got 100 votes yet. Come on, y'all. Vote on the damn poll. Vote on the poll in the chat. Also, make sure you double tap the screen to get the likes up. Double tap that screen and get these likes up. All right. So we finna get into this damn story, man. It's something that I want to cover. So let's just chop it up about it. So I went live early tonight because, Indiana and OKC play tonight. So I'm definitely tapping into that.
Have you been forthcoming with authorities about what you know about where your nephew is or who might be helping him?
Yes, I had some officers actually meet me today here at my home, asking me a few questions because they seen some of my videos that I had recently put out, especially the last one where I told Antoine, myself, that I saw the video and for him to turn himself in. So I guess the authorities here in Atlanta picked up on that video and wanted to come here and ask me a few questions. And I was very cooperative with him. Yes.
So my understanding is that you have a son who's in that same jail. What does he make of how this was pulled off and his cousin's suggestion that he was let out, that he didn't escape?
Well, as far as my son and Antoine.
What are y'all thinking right now, man? Tell me in the chat. What are y'all thinking? Is this the case of injustice? Is this the case of some dudes that's guilty as hell that need to go ahead and do their damn time? What y'all got going on in the families? Families all been moving kind of funny. I heard a lot of people got arrested due to this situation. They said, I think it was more than 5 arrests were made, and people that are connecting the dots with people that look. I'm gonna be real, dog. You can't come knocking on my door at a time like this. Hey, hell no. Nah. I got people I love. Nah, don't bring this to my doorstep. I'm gonna be real with you, dog. Look, I ain't nothing I could do for you. You broke out of jail. You got the whole entire. They finna put the military on your ass. Ain't no way in hell you coming in my house. Ain't no way in hell I'm accepting a phone call. Look, they offering $50K right now. I'll be real close to taking that shit. But look, yeah, come on in. Hell yeah, go hop in the showers. That he's in the bathroom right now. Come get his ass. I need that. Up that to $100K. And I get him to you right now. I need 100. You up it to $100K, I'm taking it right now. With his ass is in the shower. Come on. Cut the check. But nah, I don't know, y'all. They said 50. They said hit the 3 dots at the top right hand corner. Yeah, smash the 3 dots at the top right hand corner and remove the live chat if you can't see the live. But let's go.
Was on 2 different separate tiers, and I thank God they didn't run into each other. But for stories that I get from my son pertaining to this it's very low key in there with the information as of now, because now they are having the right authorities walking and monitoring the prison as they should have before. But what he does touch in on is how they don't have the proper water to bathe with, how they eat every other day pretty much, and he's always on me to make sure that I have enough money in his commissary so that he have enough food for when they ever decide to feed them again.
Okay, so he's saying that they're not feeding him in jail. He's eating every other day. Now, let's just say this is true. I think if this was true, everybody in that jail could have went viral, and they would have had the military pulling up at their establishment. I think that everybody in the world would have paid attention to it if you would have forced us to pay attention to it, and maybe not like this. But I just think there was better ways. You see, so you're complaining about a lot of shit going on inside a jail that you ended up in. Now, look, I don't know if this shit is true or not. Look, I have no idea whether they're going through this stuff or not. I do know that some jails are fucked up. But again, the conditions you live in is a lot of times from the decisions you made. So let's just continue covering the story.
And also about how things just go up in there that shouldn't be going. You know what I'm saying? Like for us, hot water, you can't flush the toilet. It smells very vulgar in there, so they have to leave the doors open because the humidity and the smell is just unbearing. Yes.
So he's saying the smell is unbearable in here. Well, you're with a lot of barbarians, sir. You're with a lot of greasy barbarians, and some of them don't like to bathe. And you ended up in jail, brother. This is jail. But let's continue.
After Antoine Massey dropped that video,
I'm one of the ones that was let out on in this parish jail. What they said,
he said I was one of the people who was let out of jail.
pleading to
Where they said I escaped. Fam, nigga, everybody and their mama seen you. We watched you escape. Didn't nobody open the door and say, all right, brother, you come on out. I was let out. Ain't nobody in that jail told you to leave that motherfucker. You decided to.
the public and to celebrities for their help. They found that address so motherfucking fast.
Those videos and the social media sites that he posted those on, are going to contain metadata that will enable law enforcement to determine who posted them, on what platform, using what devices.
So listen, man, the police not playing with these dudes. They're going to get them. I don't give a fuck who keeps saying, nah, them boys is. Look, first of all, fam, you got 3-4 goofy ass tattoos on your face. You can cut your hair, you can do everything you want to, but you can't blend this in. Ain't no way around this, brother. You can't go nowhere in public. You done made it to where you a walking target. And on top of that, dog, even if you didn't have the tattoos on your face, they're gonna get you. It's just a matter of time. You see, the only way to escape, and I've always told people this. What if Ratchet Gang? I'm gonna ask some Ratchet Gang and see if anybody can say a word that I'm looking for. I've told everybody how to disappear. I know exactly how to vanish. You have to disappear, but you have to start by doing one thing. But it's somewhere you can go. What am I looking for, y'all? Somewhere you can go. But it's good. In order to do this, you got to get rid of some shit. No, not no Mexico. No, hell no. You want to disappear? Ratchet gonna tell you how to disappear. They said can't blend in that crayon to your face. So nobody knows what I'm finna say? Damn, Ratchet Gang, y'all slipping tonight. Y'all slipping tonight. I guess it's early. They say plastic surgeon. No, fuck no. Damn, come on, y'all. I've taught y'all this. We've went over this several times on the channel. There you go, Lisa. She be listening. Lisa Gaskin. Okay, Cookie. Cookie said good shit. All right, so you got to go off the grid. And the only way to disappear is to go completely off the grid. And in order to go off the grid, the first thing you have to do is throw away every electronic you have in sight. That is the only way. If you're not gonna start there, and you've already fucked up by leaving your footprint on the internet, you're an idiot. Like, why? I know you didn't use a VPN. I know you had no protection. You're just out here being loose. Now, you're not nobody like Anonymous who can make these secret coded messages, and they got other data on their stuff to where you're not going to pick up to where, if you know who Anonymous is, you know what I'm talking about, the people who go at the G boys, the GOVT, them boys. But you have to get rid of all your technology, and you got to go off the grid. You cannot take anything that's attached to this world, because you're going to be in another world. Going off the grid is a completely other world. But you can't have any attachment to this world. If you do, then you slip. You can have no attachment, whether it be family members. When you go off the grid, you leave. You just go. You're out of here. No one will ever see from you again, unless they have to go away in the wilderness or something to find you. You got to go off the grid. So these dudes ain't going off the grid. They still in fucking New Orleans. You're out of there, bro. You trying to go to Mississippi and no, you need to, like, you're making mistakes. You got a phone. You getting new clothes. Fuck all that. You can't attach yourself to any of this shit. You getting your hair retwisted. That shit don't matter no more, fam. You out here. I bet you out here trying to get coochie. That shit is done. Ain't no time for none of that. What is you doing? Is you cool? Come on, man.
Police showed up like a thief in the night. They say SWAT came through the window and had the silencers to the woman's head. Shh. Where he at? Damn! He was already gone before he posted the video. They say it's about 5 people about to be arrested in connection to this. If I was Derrick Groves, I'd be keeping my head low because this nigga making it hot. And if y'all working together, that make it even worse. Who y'all got y'all money on? I say you can't trust no nigga with a tattoo in his face. Mine is me. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments.
Man. Hey, is my feedback sound good, y'all? Let me know in the chat. Does the audio sound good? Everything sound good on here? Salute Ronnie for the 20 on Apple Pay. I appreciate that, Ronnie. Thank you for the 20 on Apple Pay. Salute. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. All right, is it cool now? Let me know in the chat. Is it good now? And can y'all hear me? Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Let me see. Are we good now? Let me know if we good now, y'all. All right. And let me know if y'all can still hear my... Let me see this.
Antoine Massey. You guys don't know who Antoine Massey is. He is one of the 10 or 11 prisoners who escaped from a prison.
Can y'all hear it?
Several weeks back. And he decided to go on to... he decided to go on to the most dangerous websites that you could ever go on in U.S. history. Social media. He goes on social media Sunday. making a plea for Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, and the rapper Lil Wayne to help him out. I also heard some of his little story talking about, you know, how he misses his mom. He has a baby mom out here. He also saying that he's innocent and things like that. Well, here's the thing, man. You know, if you're watching this video, Antoine Massey, if they haven't already got you, because that was done what you did. Like, bro.
Y'all still hear the static right now? Damn, I don't know, y'all. Ain't nothing I could do about it. I'm trying to fix it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fix it on my end. I don't think so. So if you hear it, then shit, I don't know. It says still there. Hold on. I don't think so. So if you hear it, then shit, I don't know. All right, give me a second here. Hold on. Man. Hold on. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see nothing on my end. I don't know. I don't see shit on my end, dog. So y'all just going to have to deal with it today. I don't know. My bad. Ain't nothing I could do. I can't fix it.
Antoine Massey. You guys don't know who Antoine Massey is. He is one of the 10 or 11 prisoners who escaped from prison several weeks back. And he decided to go on to he decided to go on to the most dangerous websites that you can ever go on in U.S. history. Social media. He goes on social media Sunday.
Salute Capri for the 25 piece. I appreciate you, Capri. Salute.
A plea for Donald Trump.
Is it good now?
President Donald Trump and the rapper Lil Wayne to help him out. I also heard some of his little story talking about, you know, how he misses his mom. He has a baby mom out here. He also saying that he's innocent and things like that. Well, here's the thing, man. You know, if you're watching this video, Antoine Massey, if they haven't already got you, because that was done what you did. Like, bro, they can see your backgrounds and they can literally find you. Like, come on, man. Escaping from prison or jail is not a way to prove you're innocent. I heard you also say in your Instagram video that the conditions of the jail or prisons was just crazy. It's no way for anyone to live. Well, sir, from my experience and from my knowledge, firsthand experience at that, they don't make prisons and jails the type of place that you want to revisit. Prisons and jails are actually set up and designed so you don't want to go back to them. But to say that you're innocent and that you didn't commit the crimes or the offenses that you've been charged with, you literally just made yourself look 100% guilty. And now any attorney that you get, you know, or public defender, it's going to be hard for them to put up a defense for you trying to prove that you're guilty, because once you ran, you showed that you were guilty.
Now that's facts. You just, and I don't even see a lawyer really fucking with you right now. You going against some, see, even if this is a case of injustice, let's just say we're talking about a bunch of injustice right now, right? Even if we are, you really think they want you to expose this right now? You really think right now they want this to get out? You think they want this to get out right now? Look, bro, I doubt they even want to capture you at this point. I really think they want to get rid of your goofy ass, because you just made everybody over there a target. You're trying to expose the prison system. We all know what this is tied into. This is something way bigger than you. I don't know if you really understand what you're doing. Maybe you do. I don't know what your situation is in your case, man. All I can say is, man, may God be with you. I have no idea what you got going on there. I don't know if you did it. I don't know if you're innocent, but I know character, and I could look in your eyes and tell something off with your ass. I'm gonna be real with you. Something definitely is off with you when I look into your eyes. So I don't really know how much I believe of your story, but we're going to continue.
In breaking news, we have eyes on Derrick Groves and Antoine Massey in Morehouse Parish. I repeat, there is a heavy police presence in Morehouse Parish in Louisiana. Them boys is in Bastrop. Oh my God!
Them boys ain't leave nowhere. They nowhere, and they closing in on them. OG 10, baby, thank you for being a member for 10 months. Drop the flowers for OG 10, baby. I appreciate you. Salute. Dundada, thank you for being a member for 19 months. Drop the flowers for Dundada. She said, salute, gang. Smash the like button and share the live. Thank you, Dundada. Salute to you. All right, so yeah, these boys, they closing in on them. They getting real close too.
That's another prison city. How you gonna evade and go to, I don't know. But look, I'm being told from close sources, they are running for their life and they're using every creative measure to get it done. The police is having a hard time. They're asking for witnesses' help, the public's help.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
They need assistance because Derrick and Antoine are beating the road on them niggas. Somebody about to make $100,000 today. Who y'all had y'all money on, Derrick or Antoine? I had my money on Derrick, but it look like it's about to end right now. We got live coverage going on KNOE 8 Live. Go on their website and y'all will see what I'm saying. They chasing them down. They got the state troopers, the feds, the local police. They out there in pursuit.
So yeah, they got a heavy presence on these boys. And from what I heard behind the scenes, they getting close. They keep making mistakes because they won't go off the grid. These dudes are still around. Like they're right up underneath their noses. I'm telling you, I don't think that they've even gotten too far yet. I think them boys still around the way. They was trying to build up enough resources to start moving, but it's going to be so fucking hard to move, bro. Like they're going to find you eventually. And because y'all got technology with y'all still, y'all are finna fuck up. Y'all finna slip, and they going to catch you by technology. Mark my word. Salute to Justice for Young Dolphin Mo 3 for being a member for 16 months. Says, let's go. Best work. Salute to you. I appreciate you for being a member for 16 months. Drop the flowers. Salute, salute.
Antoine Massey. You guys don't know who Antoine Massey.
Oh, I just played that one. My bad. My fault. I just played that one. Let's continue.
Yo, tell me why they just arrested Antoine Massey's sister? Because he never left New Orleans. They just found out that he departed for Mississippi about 5 hours ago. Damn! Then there was a sighting of him where somebody recorded a video trying to get that 20K.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Sent it to local law.
So somebody's been trying to get this 50K, y'all. They really trying to get it right now.
Enforcement, and now it's a major manhunt in Natchez, Mississippi. This shit crazy. You mean to tell me this man never left New Orleans? This whole time he was still left? Ooh, a lot of people gonna be getting fired. Mayor Cantrell, this might be your last term. Sheriff Suzanne Hudson, this might be your last term.
Yeah, it's good. Some people finna get in trouble for this. It's gonna be some jobs lost in behind this one.
Somehow, some way, them people using intel, facial recognition, all kind of shit. I don't know what they putting together, but it's working. Derrick Groves. They look like the last man standing in his woo. We don't got no eyes on him, no intel. None of his family members working with him. His auntie them online talking about turn yourself in. So my guess is he didn't cross the border. He didn't went into Mexico. He know they ain't working with the U.S. government. Huh? Y'all let me know what y'all think down below.
So it's a few of these dudes still at large right now. It's a few of them, but like I said, they finna close in on these boys. They finna get them up out of here. I don't even know if they're gonna make it up out of it. I don't even think they're gonna make it out alive, to be honest.
Police department had to come out and be like, hey, after Antoine Massey made that video, we did go out and look for him. They went and raided that apartment that Antoine made that video at, and they were like, he wasn't here, but we did find his clothes though. Like, it's getting really desperate. And like, they're so focused on him, it feels like. And meanwhile, like, we haven't heard anything about Derrick or where he is. And it's so crazy because Derrick and Antoine are both Geminis. And I just feel like Derrick is the quiet Gemini, and that's why you gotta watch him a little bit more. Because if there's one thing we learned during the Kendrick and Drake beef, it's that you gotta watch quiet Geminis. Because Kendrick came out of nowhere and murdered Drake's career. Like, while Antoine Massey's out here trying to prove his innocence, I feel like Derrick's out here seeking revenge. Like, he's been way too quiet. He might not even be in America anymore. I'm shocked that they haven't found Antoine yet. Like, with all the technology we have in 2025, it's just crazy. Like, wasn't he just live on Instagram like a week ago going swimming? I'm now starting to understand why Antoine Massey has chess pieces tattooed on his face. I thought those were some tattoos that he got while in prison, but apparently, like, he came into prison with those already on his face. Becoming a social media star while you're on the run from police is actually crazy. Like, we are in such unpredictable, wild time.
Yeah, some crazy shit going on right now, man. Antoine Massey wants to be I'm gonna be real, dog. The last thing that I would do while being on the run from the police would be to go live. Like, it can't never get that damn good, brother. I don't need the internet at all. Matter of fact, I ain't even making no phone calls. If I was ever on the run like that, there wouldn't be no phone calls made, brother. I doubt you'll ever hear from me or see me again. They go for anybody. If I had to disappear like y'all motherfuckers, hell no. I mean, I wouldn't do no shit like y'all, but I'm just saying, if I was in y'all position, ain't no way in hell I wouldn't be vanished by now. And it sounds like Derrick might be up out of there. And I believe Massey, I think from what I heard, you're still around. You ain't far at all. You might have just went out to try to go to Mississippi or some shit, and they're going to end up getting your ass while you crossing over. You going to Alabama, Mississippi, anywhere up in there. they gonna wrap your ass up like a tortilla.
Yeah, Antonio Mass, it be your own fucking family. Them people put up 50K for your ass and look at your family done told where you was at. The house you was at was your people's own, but they was out of town. They see it, call the cops, but you wasn't there, but you was smart. They renovated the next door people house, hit down the door with that bullhorn. They called out 2 people, but the 2 people wasn't you. So who out of your family know where you was at, but you was ahead of them? Cover your tracks, left everything behind. How they say, drop everything behind. Craig's in trouble, come quick. But you was quicker than their ass. They ain't got nothing on you, Antoine. I'm rooting for you, though. Because justice need to be served the correct way. Because they out here trying to make you look worse than what it seemed. Do your big one. Power to the people. You got people out here is rooting for you, Antonio. I won't turn myself in until I actually prove my innocence. But do what's right. You got supporters out here. You got some out here rooting for you.
So let me know in the chat, are you guys rooting for Antoine Massey and Derrick Groves? Who's in here rooting for them right now? Let me know in the chat. Raise your hand if you're rooting for them. Drop the thumbs down if you're not rooting for him. So raise your hand if you're rooting for him, thumbs down if you're not. Let me know in the chat. Are you guys rooting for Derrick Groves and Antonio Massey? Are y'all rooting for these guys? They say, yes, the correct was ma'am would be not to bust out. Yeah, she told me I'm rooting for you, brother. You prove your innocence. I don't think that's, I'm gonna be real. I don't know how you go about doing it, but I'm pretty sure behind bars, that ain't the way to do it. You can't just jump out that bitch and start running from these people. Like you gotta take the right steps. Hey Ratchet's back. It's the king. RG4L. Salute to you for the 5-piece, Binky. I appreciate you. Salute. It says it's a movie. I ain't gonna lie. I was just talking to my brother earlier. He was like, bro, this is like a fucking movie right now. Like, it's like you're watching a movie. This ain't even real. Like, what the fuck is going on? Because you leaving clues and running and stuff. This is like a script out of a movie. They gonna make a movie about this. I promise you.
I know y'all don't want me talking about Derrick Rose, but listen, I'm learning stuff about him and I'm just going to share it with y'all when I figure it out. Because this is stuff that I did not know that people have been telling me in my comments on my previous videos. So when they tell me about it, I go and investigate and I find out more stuff. So, I guess I didn't know that he was awaiting sentencing for what he was convicted of. I didn't know that. So of course it makes sense for him to stay on the run because like people been saying, he gonna get life if they catch him. And I did not know who his grandmother was. So he is the grandson of someone that was unalived by a unalive for hire plot in New Orleans. I did not know that. She witnessed a crime, and because of her witnessing that crime, she, they did what they did to her, which is really sad. This was back in 94 or something, but I guess they family got money. From that, they sued, and they family got money. Like money. So he could be anywhere by now. But yeah, so that's what I learned about him. So I had to share that with y'all. Thank you for everybody in my comments that's been putting me up on game because this was stuff that I did not know. So thank you. And if I'm wrong about anything, please let me know. Drop it in the comments and let me know. I have no problem saying I'm wrong.
So allegedly, this dude was fixing to get life. Derrick Groves. He was on his way he was going to get sentenced to life behind bars. And it's looking like Massey 100% wasn't finna get up out of there if he was anytime soon either. If I'm not mistaken, both of these boys was finna be done in the system. But if you're looking at their charges, they charged with some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't something we could just overlook. I don't know if this is injustice or I don't know if this is justice. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at because I'm just like, these boys got some, the shit y'all had going on, fam. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck y'all think this is, but y'all got some shit going on. These not no regular charges.
This message is for Antoine Massey and everybody that don't think that he should turn himself in, and I'm one of them. Antoine, don't turn yourself in. Do not turn yourself in. I don't know why you got your mama, your sisters, your brothers, the cousins, the uncles, the pastor, even telling you to turn yourself in. Now, if your mama and your daddy and your sisters and your cousins didn't have the money to bail you out when you initially was arrested, they didn't have it. But believe me, the pastor had the money to come bail you out. He wants you to go back to jail. Mommy wants you back in jail. Brother wants you back in jail. Cousin wants you back in jail. Like, they knew shit was going the wrong way when you start getting them tattoos on your face. Come on now, that'd be for real. That'd be for real. They already knew that you was heading down a fucking slippery slope.
I'm trying to understand her logic here. What do y'all think about this lady right now? I'm trying to hear her logic. She's saying don't turn yourself in. So you telling this brother to stay on the run for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? For some shit he didn't do. Like, I think there's better ways to prove your innocence than this, man. But I'm going to let you cook. What y'all think in the chat?
You put them tattoos on your face. Nobody did nothing about it. But now you want to run. Everybody want to be on the news and shit. Oh, on TikTok, everything. Oh, we just want you to turn yourself in. Suck dick. No. Antoine.
Gigi says they want you back in jail so the police don't unalive them. That's my point exactly. They definitely want you, they want you behind bars because they trying to look out for themselves. Allegedly. Let's continue.
Do not. I repeat.
Oh, it says he cut his... I don't know who the hell this is calling mother phone. They saying he got his hair cut too. So he cut his, I mean, even if you cut your hair, fam, you're not going to go unnoticed. You got them big tattoos on your damn face. You can't hide that shit. But let's continue.
Do not turn yourself in. You're going to be the only one in there while everybody else is outside. You see where I'm at? I am enjoying the beautiful weather, Antoine. And you deserve to enjoy it too. Don't turn yourself into them fucking pigs. Do not. If they want to, they'll do their fucking job and they'll find you. Do not help them. They got everybody else helping them find everybody already. Make them do their fucking job. Make them get off their ass. Make them get in the streets and make them come find you. Like, then they saying you ain't even leave from where you was at. That's more than crazy on why they ain't find you and why people trying to tell you to turn yourself in. Hell no. This just shows that the police department do not do their job, and Newark, New Jersey is not the only police department that do not do their job. But let me tell you, you could go to New Jersey, walk around freely, and ain't nobody gonna say shit to you. The police not gonna say shit to you. They could have just got finished watching you on the motherfucking news. They ain't gonna approach. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They want us to feel like, oh, we looking for him. They not looking. They looking for you harder than they looking for missing fucking kids, and that's crazy to me. They looking for the shit out of you, Antoine. But carry on. Do not motherfucking turn yourself in. And I'm gonna say that again. Oh, Antoine, please don't turn yourself in. Run, nigga, run.
We never turn down a moment to embarrass ourselves, do we? Damn, beat people. It's like we never lose an opportunity. Every chance we get to just fuck shit up worse for ourselves, I think we take it like, hey, hold my beer. Somebody else fucked it up. I'm going to fuck it up worse than they did. It can't get no worse than Carly Russell, though, right? Like, I don't know. Can we embarrass ourselves worse than Carly Russell? Like, I don't even think it gets worse than it at this point. So Carly Russell might be the upper echelon of fucking black embarrassment, allegedly.
Antoine Massey, one of the dudes who escaped the New Orleans prison the other day, just came out swinging. He filmed himself on IG, and it seems like we were all wrong about his story. He may have been played by the system.
I'm one of the ones that was let out the GC.
So let's break down Antoine's side of the story. He started by saying he was one of the people released from the GC. He wanted to speak out about why he was locked up in Orleans Parish Jail, where he spent almost 8 months behind bars. According to him, the charges were for stealing a car and domestic abuse involving strangulation. But before he ended up in Orleans Parish, he said he was actually first locked up in a different jail, St. Tammany Detention Center. 2 different parishes, 2 different jails, same woman involved. Now here's where things get messy. Antoine claimed he was facing serious charges like second-degree kidnapping, second-degree R, domestic abuse with strangulation, and violating a protective order.
See, that's what I told y'all, man. This dude ain't got no regular
Different
charges.
jails, same woman involved. Now here's where things get messy. Antoine claimed he was facing serious charges like second-degree kidnapping.
Second-degree kidnapping. Second-degree kidnapping.
Second-degree R. Domestic.
Second-degree R word. Domestic abuse and violation of a protective order. So, to me, I don't know your situation. I'm just going to go off of what I'm looking at with your crimes. It looks like a woman it looks like an ex-girlfriend because you was on a restraining order with somebody for whooping her ass before. This is what I'm going to guess. So you already had a restraining order for whooping her ass. It's because you already have a domestic violence case. So this seems like this is another time where you put hands on her because you got second-degree kidnapping, violating a protective order. Look like you violated a protective order and showed up to somewhere she was at, got into a fight with her again, held her against her will and R-worded her. That's what I'm looking at right now. I don't know how true any of that is. You just got some shit. That's what the charges look like. It looks like you already did some shit to her before, and this is the second time you've done it, and this time you decided to hold her against her will and R-word her and whoop her ass. Allegedly. That's what I'm looking at.
Strangulation and violating a protective order, all tied to one woman, Diamond Amanda White. He made it clear this was a grown woman, not a child, and someone he said he was actually in a relationship with. Massey said he had proof that all those allegations were false, even showing off some kind of legal document where the woman supposedly admitted nothing ever happened. According to him, on the day she claimed he did something to her, November 10th, 2024, he wasn't even around her. Massey explained that when he was first locked up in St. Tammany, it was over a regular domestic charge, which led to a parole hold. Then, after some of the charges got dropped or refused, they moved him to Orleans Parish, where he says he didn't have any open charges besides the car theft and domestic battery. He said the same woman had made accusations in both parishes, but later told authorities everything she said was a lie. She allegedly admitted that she was mad at him, thinking he was messing with another woman, and that's what set things off. So according to Antoine, the system kept him locked up.
Let's listen to that again, man. That's a crazy scenario. What do y'all think? Y'all believe this story? Y'all think that this dude is innocent or y'all think he's guilty? Let me know in the chat. Is Antoine Massey, is he guilty or is he innocent? Let me know in the chat.
Some of the charges got dropped or refused. They moved him to Orleans Parish, where he says he didn't have any open charges besides the car theft and domestic battery. He said the same woman had made accusations in both parishes, but later told authorities everything she said was a lie. She allegedly admitted that she was mad at him, thinking he was messing with another woman, and that's what set things off. So according to Antoine, the system kept him locked up even after the DA and the courts knew the woman took it all back. He pointed out how unfair that is, especially in Louisiana, which he claimed has the highest incarceration rate in the world for black people.
Louisiana have the highest incarceration rate in the world for putting black people away. Yes.
Antoine opened up about his background too. He said he made mistakes when he was younger, especially after losing his dad at just 7 years old and watching his mom struggle to raise 4 kids. But now, he says he's a changed man, a father with 2 kids, including a daughter who just graduated and a 3-year-old son. He said people still look at him and judge him because of his past and his appearance, like his face tattoos, but insisted that he's a good person with a heart, and people who really know him can vouch for that. Then he got into the incident where folks said he escaped jail. According to him, he didn't break out, he was let out. He addressed rumors that he threatened a maintenance guy with a shank, saying it didn't make sense. He claimed that staff can't even be on the tier without a deputy there, and that if he really made threats, it would have been reported right away, which it wasn't. He said the guy flat out lied on him, and that the system believed the lie because of how he looked. He also called out St. Tammany Parish as being one of the most corrupt jails in Louisiana. He wanted to know why he was even locked up in the first place if the only witness, the alleged victim, denied everything. He said it felt like there was a bigger game going on, that certain people in the system, like DAs and sheriffs, were trying to pass him around from one jail to the next, trying to get him locked up for something just based on his past. By the end, he was begging for help from the media, from celebrities like Meek Mill, Lil Wayne, NBA YoungBoy, even Donald Trump. He said he couldn't afford a lawyer, and no one wanted to help him prove his innocence. Massey says there are a lot of other black men like him, sitting in jail cells, innocent, stuck in a system that doesn't care. That's why he said he ran, because he had no other option. He's got a family, kids, and a whole life that's being destroyed by false accusations, and a system that, in his words, needs a federal investigation. In the end, dude closed it out by showing more documents and paperwork, repeating again that the woman herself said he never did her wrong, never hit her, and wasn't even around. He made it clear he's not running from guilt, he's running because nobody's listening, and all he wants now is a fair shot. Is he gonna get it though? Well, it's hard to say at this point. What we can say is that the bounty hunters who are on him are closing in, allegedly.
Bounty hunter who has captured escapee Antoine Massey before says it's only a matter of time before Massey and Derrick Groves are caught.
Man. These boys finna make it hot for the whole block. Shit, the whole state. I know motherfuckers mad at him right now, boy. He got it hot. Let's continue. But he's saying he didn't do this shit, man. I don't know. He's saying he didn't do this stuff, y'all. The man is saying he's innocent. I don't know, man. Y'all tell me in the chat, do y'all believe he's innocent? Y'all believe he's guilty? He's saying, Trump, please help me get up out this. Trump, I need your help, brother. Trump, help me. He begging for Trump right now.
It's only a matter of time before Massey and Derrick Groves are caught again.
So Chuck Jordan, the big boss over at the National Association of Fugitive Recovery Agents, just stepped into the spotlight and made it very clear. He's on the hunt for Antoine and Derrick, and he's not stopping till they're in cuffs. Chuck actually popped up on News Nation. And
someone said all he had to do is show this proof of paperwork in court. I mean, you would think so. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know. I don't know what happened when he went to court. I'm not sure what he presented. I'm not sure what the fuck they got him with. I don't know what evidence is against him. I just know that a woman is saying he did this, and then they're saying that the woman said it didn't happen, but I don't know, fam. I don't know. I would love to see what the hell she talking about right now.
Y'all, he did not sugarcoat anything. This ain't just some local manhunt. It's a nationwide manhunt, and Chuck is coordinating it all. He's got eyes, ears, and boots on the ground. And that $50,000 reward per head is making folks talk.
Well, it's enough to get our attention, and some of our members that happen to be in that area would certainly put a little bit of time into effort.
As far as we know, Chuck is leading the charge. As the president of the whole Fugitive Recovery Squad, Chuck's not just sitting back. He's out here organizing teams, working hand in hand with the feds, and making real moves. Public tips are piling in too. According to Chuck, his team is closing in thanks to the public snitching, providing information and some high-level surveillance on the fugitives' known hangouts and homies. And boy, is he confident. Chuck is basically saying, y'all can run, but you can't hide forever. He knows these dudes are feeling the heat, especially with that reward money out there tempting everybody and their mama. This bounty hunter, and even the only one who got involved, a veteran bounty hunter named Matt Dennis, who's actually caught Massey before, came out and said straight up, don't sleep on this dude. He called Massey slick and hard to pin down. Matter of fact, he reminded folks that back in 2023, Massey cut off his ankle monitor and dipped, like he's done this before.
So this ain't the only time he's done it. Y'all just hear that? Massey, this is his second attempt at fleeing the law for some shit he did.
Dudes are feeling the heat, especially with that reward money out there tempting everybody and their mama. This bounty hunter, and even the only one who got involved, a veteran bounty hunter named Matt Dennis, who's actually caught Massey before, came out and said straight up, don't sleep on this dude. He called Massey slick and hard to pin down. Matter of fact, he reminded folks that back in 2023, Massey cut off his ankle monitor and dipped, like he's done this before. So this ain't his first rodeo. Dennis basically let it be known that tracking Massey down is no easy task. Still, the whole bounty hunter squad is locked in, teaming up with feds and local cops, putting that pressure on heavy. And with that $50,000 reward still out there, everybody from trained hunters to regular folks are on alert. Dennis says he's confident Massey will get caught. And if you're Massey and Derrick, you gotta be concerned because it's not just bounty hunters. The whole gang's involved. We've got the FBI, ATF, U.S. Marshals, Louisiana State Police, and New Orleans PD all clocked in on this. Press conferences are happening. Updates are rolling in. It's giving high alert. And don't forget, both these guys are certified flight risks. Massey's been slipping through the system more than once. Man's got escape artist in his bio. And Groves has got heavy charges, multiple violent offenses, and zero intention of turning himself in. In the end, we gotta ask, where do things stand right now? As of this moment, these guys are still on the run, but let's be real, the walls are closing in, with law enforcement and bounty hunters squeezing from all sides, and $100,000 in rewards just waiting to be claimed. Somebody's bound to talk. This manhunt is turning into a full-blown showdown, and if Chuck Jordan says they're closing in, it's only a matter of when, not if. The statistics are on their side. If you think about it, 8 out of the 10 guys were already caught, but the whole scene, it sounds like a Prison Break movie. On May 16th, 2025, 10 inmates pulled off a wild escape from the Orleans Justice Center. It wasn't some sloppy attempt either. This was a coordinated, well-thought-out move. Safe to say, these dudes made news headlines quick.
Massive manhunt after a stunning jailbreak in New Orleans. 10 inmates escaping, some charged with murder, all considered armed and dangerous.
And Antoine and Derrick were painted as the main guys behind the plot. But these guys didn't just walk out. They got creative. First, they snatched the toilet out the wall, cut their way through a hole, crawled through the pipes, and made it out through a loading dock. Security footage even caught them forcing open a cell door before they vanished. But here's the crazy part. Jail staff didn't even realize they were missing until over 7 hours later. That's wild. But it's obvious to everyone at this point that these guys didn't pull this stunt off alone. At least 15 people, including friends, family, and even a jail maintenance worker, were in on it. People were sneaking them food, cash, rides, and even places to lay low. One person shut off the water in the jail just to help the plan go smoother. Others were using apps to send money, lying to police, and deleting evidence off phones to cover their tracks.
These motherfuckers is really trying to get the fuck up out of there. This was well thought out.
They even used internet phone services to stay under the radar. The jail itself was clearly not ready for any of this. Locks weren't working right, staff levels were low, and they were doing renovations that left major parts of the place wide open. At the time of the escape, a third of the jail's security cameras weren't even on. Like, it's no wonder these dudes were able to sneak out.
So they didn't have the cameras on. Nobody was reviewing the surveillance footage that was going on right in front of your eyes. You see motherfuckers trying to bang into doors and shit like that. So y'all ain't paying attention to nothing that's going on in the jail anyway. Thank you, Cocoa Butter, for the 10-piece. I appreciate you. Salute, salute, salute. Thank you, Cocoa Butter. Salute. Antoine Massey's pattern of jailbreaks date back to 2007. Let me see this. Give me a second. I'm going to have to get this video. All right. I'm about to send that to myself. All right, appreciate that. All right, let's continue, y'all. What the fuck is going on? This dude is he's a crafty motherfucker. He's shifty and crafty. Let's go.
Place wide open. At the time of the escape, a third of the jail security cameras weren't even on. Like, it's no wonder these dudes were able to sneak out so clean. Now that the story blew up, the fallout has been just as big. Police started locking up the people who helped, including the maintenance worker and several family members who lied or tried to hide the fugitives. Louisiana's Attorney General and the governor are both calling this one of the worst jail escapes the state has ever seen. As you can imagine, they're blaming it on broken systems, slow court processes, overcrowded jails, and infrastructure that's way too outdated for 2025. They're even doing a full review of the jail, replacing locks and hinges in the unit those guys came from. But there's still over 160 cells that need upgrades.
Say faulty locks also played a role in the escape.
Now, as Chris Joseph reports, the Attorney General estimates the Sheriff's Office needs to replace locks on 160 doors.
This whole case just put a spotlight on how deep the problems run in New Orleans' criminal justice system. Weak security, broken tech, and insiders helping from within, all of that played a role. But let's get back to Antoine real quick and see what his chances are of actually making it out of this mess a free man. Let's keep it real. Antoine ain't got many cards left to play. His chances of actually beating this whole situation are practically zero. We're talking serious charges on his back already. Domestic abuse, stealing cars, and he's even wanted in another parish for R and kidnapping. Now throw in this wild jailbreak stunt. The system is not about to go easy on it. Local cops, state police, feds, everybody's watching. And with $50,000 on his head, folks are definitely motivated to turn him in. Most escapees don't make it too far. And even though Massey stayed low for a minute, the authorities say they've got leads and feel confident they'll close in soon. Especially not after trolling the cops and jumping into a pool for the whole internet to see. Now, some people online are buying into Massey's story. He posted saying he didn't escape, that he was let out, and that the system's corrupt and framing him. That might get him a little sympathy from the public. But let's be honest, the courts are not gonna care. Not with his record. And even if he turned himself in tomorrow, he's still facing fresh charges just for breaking out. So legally, this ain't looking good at all. Now let's talk about the internet chatter. Folks wondering if a big name might step in to help Massey out. Like, is Trump gonna say something? Is YB gonna speak up? Is Meek Mill gonna ride for him like he's done with other cases? Let's be clear. Trump? Nah. He hasn't said a word, and unless this turns into a whole political moment, which it hasn't, he's not checking for Massey like he did for some others. Trump has actually helped a few folks in legal trouble, especially during his presidency. Think about Alice Johnson, a woman serving life for a nonviolent drug offense. Kim Kardashian literally went to the White House and lobbied for her. Trump granted clemency, not because he cared deeply, but because it made him look compassionate and gave him a good media moment, especially with black voters. Weezy and Kodak got pardons at the end of Trump's presidency. Let's not act brand new. That was all about political strategy. Trump wanted to appeal to hip-hop fans and younger black voters. Wayne had even endorsed Trump during the election. It was transactional. So basically, Trump's help has never been random. It's been strategic, calculated, and tied to publicity or influence. As of now, Trump hasn't said a single word about Antoine Massey. No tweets, no Truth Social rants, nothing. And honestly, it's not surprising. Massey isn't famous. He doesn't have celebrity friends speaking up for him. And he's being accused of very serious charges. That's not the kind of case Trump typically jumps on, because it's not gonna win him sympathy points. In fact, it could backfire. But if Massey somehow became the symbol of a bigger narrative, like if his case got spun into a corrupt government setup or a deep state takedown of innocent black men, and if a few high-profile people or conservative influencers got behind him, then Trump might pay attention. Not to actually help Massey, but to use the story for political talking points. Trump doesn't help unless there's something in it for him. Antoine would need a whole movement, celebrity endorsements, or some viral twist in the case to even be considered. Right now, he's not on Trump's radar, but stranger things have happened in the messy world of politics and pop culture. As for NBA YoungBoy, also not likely. Even though he's from Louisiana and has spoken out about the justice system before, there's no sign he even knows what's going on with Massey. And Meek Mill is big on criminal justice reform, but he moves on cases with heavy support or obvious injustice. Massey's situation doesn't check those boxes, especially with the kind of charges he's facing.
Yep. So that's where I'm at with it. For me, it seems. I think this one I just played. Let me make sure. For me, it almost. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But it just seems to me that this dude is trying to get out of whatever the fuck he got going on. I don't really know that this fits in the injustice I'm not really sure. I think he's. I don't know. I don't really know if it's injustice or not. I don't. I got to see the facts of the case. Until I see the facts, I ain't gonna speak on it. But let's get to this real quick.
Last Friday, just after lunch, 6 inmates escaped from the city's juvenile jail called the Youth Study Center.
Before the Juvenile Justice Intervention Center became what it is today, it was the Youth Study Center. In 2007, Antoine Massey escaped from here. According to our partners at NOLA.com, police found Antoine Massey on the Interstate 10 service road in eastern New Orleans. At the time, Massey was being held on armed robbery and aggravated assault charges.
The bottom
So this dude is a career criminal, man. He's a career criminal and an escape artist.
line is that every child that's detained in that facility poses a great and grave risk to public safety, and that's the reason they're detained there.
NOLA.com reported at the time the juveniles took advantage of a broken lock to get into a room that contained metal shackles, then used the heavy objects to break a window and escape. Fast forward to 2019. He escaped from Morehouse Detention Center, just outside of Monroe. He was caught the same day, but in Texas.
I believe that Antoine Massey probably wasn't handled properly.
Then in 2023, Massey did it again.
In November of 2023, Antoine Massey was ordered into our ankle monitor program, and he was placed on ankle monitor, and 2 very short hours later, he cut his ankle monitor off.
Matt Dennis with Assured Supervision Accountability Program, or ASAP, an electronic monitoring company, says Massey was a red flag from the start.
The truth is, Antoine Massey didn't just escape my ankle monitor. We received him after escaping an ankle monitor. We were warned.
He says Massey's history of escapes should have been a warning that he must be taken seriously.
If you're going to run a brick and mortar jail with 4 walls, I'm not sure that the first floor is where you should keep very dangerous people or people that know how to escape. I don't think that you should keep them on a tier or in a pod where there's no live deputies walking around.
According to documents WWL Louisiana got this week, investigators say 33-year-old Sterling Williams, a jail maintenance worker, is facing charges after he confessed to helping the 10 inmates escape. The documents say he acted under orders from escaped inmate Antoine Massey, who allegedly threatened to shank him if he refused.
Antoine Massey doesn't belong on an ankle monitor. Antoine Massey doesn't belong on the first floor of an unsupervised pod.
Man. They said that dude needs to be chained the fuck up. Say Antoine Massey needs to be chained the fuck up. Man, I don't know what y'all got going on, but you better chain that brother up. All right, let me see if this is one I played earlier. I think it is. All right, yeah. Cool. I don't need it. All right. Man. All right, let's continue, y'all. What y'all think, man? I don't know. Y'all think it's injustice, or what y'all think? Y'all think the dude's guilty as hell? Vote on that poll in the chat. What y'all got going on, man? Let's go. All right, hold on.
Started from a social media video that has now gone viral, garnering thousands of views. WDSU's Shay O'Connor breaks down that video and how investigators are tracking it. Shay?
Thank you so much, Jasmine. Now, we're told that when police actually arrived to that home that Jasmine just mentioned along Agriculture, they did not find Massey, but what they did find was clothing that they believe that he wore while recording those videos.
My name is Antoine Massey.
Tuesday, investigators confirmed that the man in this viral video is Antoine Massey, recorded while on the run after his escape from the Orleans Justice Center nearly 3 weeks ago.
It's obviously something he felt the need to do, and as a result, I think it's just going to help. It's going to help law enforcement find him.
Family tipped off law enforcement to a New Orleans home believed to be the place this video was filmed. Massey was not caught, but investigators say they did find evidence to show he may have been there at some point.
But obviously, it's helpful if they were still there, but if they're not there, then it really doesn't help us bring them to capture.
They recovered clothes that appear to have been worn by Massey in this video. WDSU has reached out to all agencies, including the FBI, mentioned in the video, to address the allegations Massey makes.
If he's that passionate about fighting his charges, he should come in and go through the proper legal process to do that.
This is Massey's mom.
We cannot fight the right way, but you on the run.
And family members beg Massey to turn himself in.
God has heard your plea. The world has heard you. You have made your part. Now listen to mama and do this for me. If you do nothing else for me, turn yourself in.
Now, those 3 videos were on social media for at least 10 hours before we saw them. And since
Salute to Linda, I'm a soldier, for gifting that membership to Big Chewy. Salute, salute, salute. Also, I seen somebody say they had an issue sending a super chat. I'm not really sure. We 35 away from a honey bun though. I ain't sure. She said something going wrong. I don't think so, because everybody else was able to send theirs. So salute to you though.
to law enforcement officials to aid them in their investigation. And I mean, some agencies actually had not seen those videos until we reached out. Meanwhile, Antoine Massey and Derrick Groves remain on the loose. If you do know anything that could aid law enforcement, you're being urged to reach out to Crime Stoppers. Reporting live from OJC, Shay O'Connor, WDSU News.
And I'm gonna be real, dog. Somebody is finna come up and get that money. Somebody want it. You might. Some people might say 50,000 ain't a lot. I mean, it ain't technically just a shit ton of money, but somebody in New Orleans need that. Somebody around you need that, dog. Your ass is gone. Somebody gonna get that damn 50K and turn your
Listen, so I was just watching that video
Trust me.
of Antoine Massey aunt sitting in the car, I guess trying to persuade him. Y'all ever watch TikTok on TV? I don't know if anybody else do that, but I be watching TikTok on my TV, so it'd be easy to watch it like I'm watching TV. Anyway, I just came across the video of his aunt trying to preach to him and tell him, come on, turn yourself in. And listen here, this is what I got to say about that situation. I seen the video where Antoine Massey is showing and expressing that the woman that they have locked up for trying to help him is actually the same woman that is actually on his paperwork for the charges that he is damn near about to get a life sentence for.
Salute to you know, and Linda for gifting their membership. Salute.
So they're trying to hide him in Louisiana State Prison for goddamn ever behind the same woman that they done locked up for helping him, but she's on his case on a few charges that he got, I seen. And I get what he's saying, because it's like, how is it that I locked her up, but this is the same woman that's on my indictment. This is the woman that's on my paperwork. Like, y'all take a look at this. I would have to agree with that, because it doesn't make sense if he's being charged with all of this shit and she's the reason why he's being charged. How the hell is she helping him?
Says, I'm a fan of Ratchet Gang from Sargent, Texas. Salute. I appreciate you for the 5-piece. Salute to Y. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all have to do something about that. Like, I'm not saying I get why he escaped, because let's be very clear. One thing a lot of men in prison do not understand, I've noticed this so many times, it's like when they so mad and they caught up behind things that they've done to be incarcerated, they be mad at everybody. Even their family members, their wives, their mamas, they ain't just, a lot of grown-ass men just be like that. And so they lose all logical sense when it comes to not hurting their family as well. When I say that, I mean like doing what they did, escaping and putting your own family in harm's way because they just want to look after you and make sure you're good, not knowing that they could go to prison too. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Anyway, I just feel like they're...
And you gotta think that's some fucked up shit. You just broke out of prison and you just knocked on somebody's door and then they just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And they just helping you out of just, you fam, like what the fuck is going on? And you just putting everybody in harm's way, because they could come up there and shot that crib up, done anything, and they can get them up out the way, arrest them. And you're not even thinking about the people that you saying you love and love you. You just doing some crazy shit because you want to get up out of trouble real quick. But it's like, bro, you should have did this in court. You should go the legal process. You just broke out of jail and just put everybody in the mix and made everybody crib hot. For what? So you can get some justice from the president? Fam, this is the wrong way to do that. Even if you can also argue, all right, you got your point. Like your mama said, you done made your parent. She said, you made your parent. Now just take your ass back to jail. Everybody knows about it now. So what you gonna do? If you stay on the run, how much injustice is it if you still just stayed on the run and just never came back? You definitely gonna look guilty.
Has to be something done. This man is facing a life sentence. He knows that once they do grab a hold of his ass and get him, he's gonna definitely be said. He ain't gonna even be able to be in general population. So I do get his position, and I really wish the way a lot of you niggas is on here caping for people like Tory, niggas that actually are guilty, people like Tory. This man has not even been sentenced. So he's still considered innocent technically until proven guilty. And he's showing his paperwork. You niggas that's jumping on here talking about free Tory, free that goddamn toupee wearing midget, y'all need to be trying to help him. Can y'all be saying free him?
Little person is the correct term.
Because he's actually fixed to go down for a life sentence for a woman that just got locked up for trying to help him, but the same woman that's on all of his paperwork for what he being charged for. That's the craziest shit. That's really where my head is with that. Watching that, I feel sorry for him. And I see that they tried to go to the place where he recorded the video and he escaped. Let's be very clear here. You got to understand, he ain't no dummy. You can trust and believe before he posted that video, he was already probably days ahead of being gone from that location. That man ain't dumb. I don't even know why they even tried that. Like, the man ain't dumb at all. Like, any videos that they gonna see of him, it's gonna be days. And like, baby, he ain't dumb. Like, of course he know y'all can track, but like I said, y'all stop trying to say free these goddamn leprechauns and do something to help this man out. If y'all want to do something, stand behind this man and help him, because that does not make sense. The system in Louisiana seems real fraudulent, and it needs to be investigated as well. Don't be sitting here defending Tory ass trying to speak up for him when he got enough goddamn folks lying and capping for him, when y'all got this man that don't deserve to be where he is. If somebody was to take a good look at his case and probably save this man from being sent to prison for life. Like, come on now. And I don't know if you're gonna see this video. I'm gonna be honest with you. As far as your auntie, listen, she telling you right, like, do the right thing. I get it, but she threw me off once she started talking about that damn pastor. Talking about, we got this set up for you. Baby, I'm sorry, and I say this with all due respect. Fuck Pastor Brown. They say they got a $50,000 reward on y'all heads. Pastor Brown is trying to get that church rebuilt. I understand your auntie love you, and she wants you to do the right thing. And I mean, listen, at the end of the day, do the right thing, because don't nobody want to see you lose your life. We don't want to see that, but I'm not gonna lie. She threw me out when she mentioned Pastor Brown, because ain't nobody dumb. We already know what Pastor Brown probably want. He probably promised her he'll give her $10K and he can keep the rest of the 40, so they can get that new church finally rebuilt and get some stuff set up, get all of the bells and whistles what they've been needing. They probably want to get some big 85-inch flat screen TVs for the damn church. Yeah, baby, no, Fuck Pastor Brown. I'm sorry, hell no. Pastor Brown, you sit your ass down somewhere. No, ain't, I'm gonna say what everybody else ain't saying. Pastor Brown, sit your ass down. You trying to be slick. You trying to work through the auntie. Pastor Brown ain't slick. Absolutely not. Antoine, do what you got to do, but fuck Pastor Brown, okay?
Pastor Brown said, I'm trying to get this church rebuilt. Come on, dog. You make it right. Come on, make this right. You need to go ahead and right your wrongs. Right your wrongs, brother. Come on, brother. Yeah, just right your wrongs. Come on to the church and turn yourself in. You said 50K? Yeah, come on. Sit down. Just sit down. Pastor Brown trying to get that damn 50K. Let's keep it a big buck. All right, let's continue.
The ones that was let out of GC. What I want to talk about today is as far as why I was in Orleans Parish Jail. I was in custody for almost 8 months. All right, 6 months, something like that. I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle and domestic abuse involving strangulation. That's what I was in Orleans Parish for. Okay, but before I was in Orleans Parish, I was in a jail called St. Tammany Detention Center. All right, St. Tammany Jail here in St. Tammany Parish. There's two different parishes, Orleans and St. Tammany. Okay, today what I want to talk about is that I was on second-degree kidnapping, second-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery involving strangulation, domestic abuse, battery, violation of protective order, right? On this woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here. And she's not a child, she's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. All allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that during the timing of the date, which was November the 10th of 2024. Okay, so I was in St. Tammany, right, and I was on a regular domestic charge, right.
What do y'all think from just hearing this story? Does this dude sound guilty or does he sound innocent? If you think he's guilty, drop the caps, because you think he capping and his ass is guilty. If he's innocent, drop the gems in the chat. So drop the gems if he's innocent, drop the caps if he's guilty. Let me know in the chat.
So they put a parole hold on me because I was on a domestic charge. So that being said is that once that occurred, and the charges was refused or whatever, they shipped me to Orleans Parish where I had more open charges, was the theft of a motor vehicle and the domestic abuse, battery involving strangulation. So once I got at Orleans Parish Jail, all right, I have from the district attorney's office, this woman who they say that I initially raped in another parish and in Orleans Parish is the same woman here. It's not different females, it's the same grown woman, not a child, a grown woman. Okay, she did the same thing in Orleans Parish, right? Correct. I'm about to show you how the system is corrupted. Okay, she did.
Come on, I asked y'all a question in the chat. We got about 3 or 4 people participating. What the hell going on? I said drop the gems if you think this man is innocent. Drop the caps if you think this man is guilty. Come on, what's up in the chat? Drop the gems if he's innocent. Drop the caps if he's guilty. Let's go.
Is right, saying all allegations against me is false, and she even saying it. You know, she let her know the truth that I never did this to her. I never hit her. I was nowhere around her. Nothing. She got mad and thought that I was dealing with another woman. That's why she did what she did to me. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too, once I got into Orleans Parish, I was there for like a month or something like that. Okay, a lot went on as that time progressed. Okay, if you was an innocent person and you know the judges and DA know that this person is saying that all the charges that you're on that you did not do, why was you still in jail? Louisiana have the highest incarceration rate in the world for putting black people away. Yes, at the end of the day, in my younger life, I'm not gonna lie, I was causing problems. I was young. My daddy got killed when I was 7 years old. My mom had to raise 4 children by herself, so I had to find a way to try to help my mother. You feel what I'm saying? But as time went on, the person that I once was, I'm not that person today. That is.
Let's continue to listen to this dude explain his situation. I'm not really sure, dog. I don't know. I ain't really sure. You seem like a career criminal.
Who I am. I have a 3-year-old son. I have an 18-year-old daughter that graduated yesterday, supposed to be. At the end of the day, that people don't understand that they see that I'm armed and dangerous. I have a heart. People that know me know that at the end of the day, I am a good person. So I'm asking for help from the world, from Meek Mills, Lil Wayne, Young Boy, Donald Trump. I'm asking for these people. I couldn't even get a lawyer. I couldn't even afford a lawyer to prove my innocence while I was in Orleans Parish Jail. They said that I broke out. I didn't break out. I was let out. My name is Antoine Massey.
Don't try to identify yourself after the fact. Hold on, I didn't break out. I was let out. I am Antoine Massey. No. Should have stayed your ass in that jail is what you should have did, Mr. Massey, and filed an appeal. Now your ass got the whole block hired.
The guy who said that I threatened him with a shank, the maintenance guy, how could I threaten you with a shank? If you can't come around me, you're a maintenance. You cannot come on the tills without a deputy being behind you. Because if they just let you on the till, you could be persuaded to bring drugs or anything like that nature. So how can I threaten you to jail you? And why you didn't notify the people, the police, that if I did threaten you, you never did that. Like, you flat out lied on me. Sterling flat out lied on me. And I want to let the media know that from the straight tattoos in my face and things of that nature, of course they're going to believe Sterling. You know what I'm saying? I never told Sterling nothing. I'm willing to take a lie detector test and everything behind that. But that's another subject. Orleans Parish is one of
I'm gonna be real. I can't trust no man with tattoos on their face, dog. That's just me. I don't know about y'all. I can't trust nobody who got tattoos on their damn face. I just can't.
the corruptedest jails. That in St. Tammany Parish is the corruptedest jails in the state of Louisiana. Why was I even incarcerated with a woman saying that this never happened? This is this woman's name. This is the charge, domestic abuse violation. This is about the shit in St. Tammany. Why was I in Orleans Parish? Why was I even in jail? That's what I'm trying to show y'all. That's why I left the jail. And they have a lot more brothers that's innocent, just like me, that's trying to prove their innocence. That's why they ran. Jason Williams, the sheriff, Susan Hudson, these people are corrupted. These people was talking to St. Tammany and telling St. Tammany they gonna sentence me behind this, and telling St. Tammany if they can't get me, St. Tammany gonna get me. You see what I'm saying? Behind a woman that's
Salute, Rev off. I appreciate that 20 on Cash App. Says tell the dogs roof. Salute, I appreciate that. Diane Peters, thank you for the 25. Says for gift. I appreciate that. Christy Reed, thank you for the $20 on Cash App. I appreciate you. Says salute, gang. And Laretha, thank you. Says love you, Ratchet. Love you right back. Thank you for the $5. Salute to all y'all.
a grown adult that never stated that I ever raped her. They have a detective that's over the case, that's trying to pursue charges on me because of my prior history. Who I was in the past is not who I am today. So I'm asking for the media. I don't even have a lawyer to help me. I'm asking for help. That's why I ran. You feel me? I'm a grown man. I have kids. I have a mother. I have a baby mother, a child, my children mother. Like it's a lot going on. And that's why I ran. I need help. You feel what I'm saying? Orleans Parish in St. Tammany is one of the corruptest parishes in the world. And I'm asking for help. It's a lot of corruption. It's juggins, all type of stuff going on, and they covering it up. They don't care about nothing. In the state of Louisiana, this is something that needs to go under a federal investigation. What's going on? How they handling cases? Why Antoine Massey was in jail if the woman, the victim, the grown woman, not a child, the grown woman stated that he never raped her, he never beat her, he was nowhere in her presence. This is the affidavits on the date right here. This is the drop form from the district attorney office. This woman went did this. I didn't do this. Look at it's legally dignity. So I'm asking please for help. Young boy, Meek Mills, people, LBL, you know what I'm saying? People that been through the system that know it's corrupt. Lil Wayne, Donald Trump.
Gigi said he lied right there. He said who he was in the past is not who he is today. Yes, it is, because you still breaking out of jail like you did in the past. Nah, for real.
Please, I'm asking for help. You know what I'm saying? When I get back in custody, I'm asking y'all please to come and help. You feel what I'm saying? I'm asking.
Yeah, why he keep saying she's not a child, she's a grown woman? Like, I'm gonna tell you what I get from that. I'm like, bro, are you trying to say like you was accused of R word and kidnapping, but it's not a kid, a child? It was a grown woman accusing you of this stuff. So it's like, that don't really sound too innocent though. You're like, well, at least it wasn't a child. I know what the fuck is bitch. So you did that shit. I don't know, man. Let's continue.
So I'm letting y'all know I'm not a raper, man. I'm not none of that. None of that. I'm a good person. I am a father that want to be in my children's life. You know what I'm saying? I want to let the younger youth know that going down the route of trying to be a street person is not the route. That's what type of person I am. Yes, I was lied on. They made certain lie on me. All the guys they picked me for him to lie on. I'm not saying Sterling a bad guy, but why did you pick me to lie on, bro? It's bigger than Sterling. I don't know why they picked me for him to lie on, but I never threatened Sterling, never. How could I threaten Sterling or hurt Sterling? He cannot come on a tip with me without a deputy being present. My name is Antoine Massey. I'm asking for help.
Well, he probably couldn't tell it right then because you probably ran into him on the way of getting your ass up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It looked like none of the cameras was working. So you saying he wasn't allowed on the tier. Well, you wasn't allowed out the front door, but you still went. So what did you? So it sounded like a lot of shit was going on in that jail that shouldn't have.
I was one of the ones that was let out Orleans Parish Jail on May the 16th or May the 15th, 2025. So please, Meek Mills, Donald Trump, Lil Wayne, please help.
Yeah, them they ain't helping you. Don't be real. Donald Trump ain't finna say a damn word about this. Lil Wayne will be like, who? Young boy ain't finna say a damn thing, and Meek Mill is trying to avoid Diddy case.
Yo, you already know, man. We got a crazy one. Unless you've been living under a rock, you've been seeing this all over social media. Well, one of the 10 individuals who broke out in New Orleans prison, he's on the run. But the crazy thing about it, this some 2025 escapee type stuff, because I never seen somebody who on the run like this and high profile like this post on the internet. Who is helping this guy? He's almost like a hero, you know what I'm saying? Like the people's champ, you feel me? And you got to think about it. Even when they do catch this individual and bring him back to jail, he's such a high profile individual now, man. He probably gonna be getting fan mail and everything, like what happened when he was on the run, how did you do it, how did you make it out, all this different stuff like that. And let me tell you something once again. Let me tell you something about New Orleans, Louisiana, and Louisiana in general. Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas. More so Louisiana. They will chase you down. If they had a problem with your parents, they will chase you down as a kid. They will look you up through the system. This is why your last names are very important down south. You feel what I'm saying? This is a crazy situation because for the life of me, I don't understand why is he calling for YB? Why is he calling for Meek Mill? Why you calling for Lil Wayne? Like, I understand these individuals been in jail, but they not going to ain't nobody remotely closely attached to them is gonna reach out to you due to the high profile nature of this situation. And for the life of me, why they didn't catch you yet? If you using cellular devices, why they didn't catch you yet? I don't understand. That seems like it's more to the story than we might all know. You feel what I'm saying? Because due to the fact it's a cellular device, whether you had a GPS on or not, it's going to ping off a certain tower in a certain area at a certain time. So why is he not already caught by now? I don't know. But hey, man, he need to run till he can't run no more, because he really might be caught up in a bad situation, or he just might be lying. But y'all drop it down in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about the situation.
Yeah, I don't know. That's true though. He's in one of the two things. He's either in a bad situation, and he just caught up, or he just flat out lying. And I don't know which one it is, but the fact that you might be lying, I'm keeping my hands off of it. So let's continue.
With Antoine, somebody's door just got kicked in, okay? It came to our breaking news. So this is what I'm talking about, how other people are going to be in a world of trouble trying to help him. I want y'all to realize giving him a bottle of water, giving him $2, feeding him, giving him a ride, them people are going to deal with y'all and take y'all to jail and sit y'all bonds to where y'all going to need property. People don't have money. Y'all know right now the world is broke, okay? Don't go get yourself in trouble thinking that, oh, you know, I just gave him something to eat. I just gave him this. They don't care. I just let him just record a video in his apartment. They don't care. They don't care because they feel like y'all making their jobs hard. It's hot out here. Y'all know the police lazy. They don't like the work. You know what I'm saying? So that's just making them madder and madder. If they can't get to them, they're going to take it out on y'all. This is what I'm talking about. I pray that this young man do the right thing and turn himself in. I'm not saying he's not innocent. He probably is innocent. We know how the system works. We know. That's why I tell my children to try to stay out the system, because, baby, when you do one thing, you caught up in that system, and guess what? Baby, it's all about money, probation. They're going to violate your probation. You got to go bag up time. You're going to be a convicted felon. We know how that works. But that's why you have to stay out the system. I'm hoping and praying that he turned himself in and he is safe. I'm still praying for him and praying for his family. When I do see he turn himself in and everything okay, I'm going to come back and I'm going to make another video. But as of right now, I'm going to leave it alone. But this is what I'm saying. Now, somebody else in a world of trouble, by letting him make that video in that apartment. I mean, hugs and love. Y'all be blessed, J-Lo. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Yeah, he done got all his people caught up. Now all your people cribs is hot. You just fucked it up for a lot of people, and there's gonna be a lot of people going to jail for even taking a phone call from you and not telling them about it. Even if they just said, you know what, I sent them $1 on Cash App, your ass is going to jail. Unless she wasn't lying, they gonna set your bond high as a motherfucker. You gonna be up in that bitch trying to figure out, do I need to put my house up for this shit? Because you're gonna have a high ass bond fucking with these. You know, they got the FBI, ATF. They put every law enforcement agency, secret agents. They got bounty hunters. They are basically exhausting all of their resources right now, trying to find y'all, and y'all gonna pay for that. Oh, it's gonna be some restitution paid back too. Trust me, they gonna get their money back, and they gonna charge Antoine Massey and his family with that shit. Just watch.
Our parish and surrounding parishes telling him to turn himself in.
I'm one of the ones that was let out of Orleans Parish jail, where they said I escaped, right?
17 days after 10 men escaped from the Orleans Justice Center jail, Antoine Massey, one of 2 men still on the run, pleads his case in different versions of 10-minute-long social media videos.
I'm showing y'all, the whole world, how corrupted the state of Louisiana is. I'm an innocent man. Yes, in my past, I made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say mistakes. I was just young.
I don't know how much I buy his story. I don't know. It's just something about. Have you guys ever noticed? I'll put it like this. I can tell someone has unalived somebody before just by looking in their eyes. Sometimes eyes are eyes are the windows to someone's soul. And if I'm looking at this, that is an evil person. Just from based on me looking at their eyes. I don't know. It's just something about this dude. I don't know. I don't trust it. Something about him. He definitely gives off evil. Me looking in his eyes, he definitely Everybody do me a favor. Hit the 3 dots at the top right-hand corner and remove the live chat. And tell me if I'm tripping. Hit the 3 dots at the top right-hand corner and remove the live chat. Let me see if I can get a close-up of him. Let me see. Yeah, look right there. Look. Look right there, y'all. Rev it up Gordo says, thank you for being a member for 2 months, by the way. I'm checking to see if it allows this super chat. Wow, it did, but I can't buy one though. So anyway, 2 months. 2 months in, do I get a pup now? Hello, Lee. Salute to you. I appreciate you for being a member. So I don't know why you can't send a super chat, but let's continue.
You know what I'm saying? But the system has failed a lot of people and not just me.
Meanwhile, his pastor, Robert Brown, calls on him to return to custody.
Turn yourself in. If you care about your family, turn yourself in.
Deputy U.S. Marshal Brian Fair says authorities are now thoroughly investigating the videos in hopes of locating Massey. Metropolitan Crime Commission CEO Rafael Goyeneche says the videos could provide clues to help law enforcement locate Massey.
Those videos and the social media sites that he posted those on, are going to contain metadata that will enable law enforcement.
And I think that they own to him with this metadata. I think that they got another trick up their sleeve, though. It seems to me they got another trick up their sleeve somehow, some way. And someone said, unalivers have no look. I don't know if some of y'all have ever looked into the eyes of a killer before. If you know what I'm talking about, raise your hand. If you have no idea, just drop the eyeballs. I'm talking about you ever looked into the eyes of a killer before and you just knew? Come on, they definitely got to look. Maybe you never looked into the eyes of a killer before, but they definitely got to look.
To determine who posted them, on what platform, using what devices.
In the videos, Massey specifically calls on President Donald Trump, Kim Kardashian, and multiple rappers for help as he maintains his innocence. He also claims the domestic abuse battery case he was booked with at the time of his escape was filed by a jealous girlfriend. During the videos, he shows an affidavit his alleged victim filed with St. Tammany authorities. Goyeneche says the paperwork could be proof that the woman, who has been arrested in connection with helping Massey evade law enforcement, has assisted him. Massey also calls Louisiana's legal system corrupt, specifically calling out local authorities in the videos.
Jason Williams, Susan Hudson, the sheriff, St. Tammany, these people are racist. These people are biased. These people just doing whatever they want to do, and I'm asking for help, please, before they throw me away for something that I did not do.
District Attorney Jason Williams declined an interview Monday. St. Tammany District Attorney Colin Sims said only that he hopes Massey turns himself in. Sheriff Susan Hudson issued this statement. If the individual depicted in the video is indeed Antoine Massey, we strongly urge him to come forward and turn himself in to the proper authorities. Cooperating with law enforcement is in his best interest and may help avoid additional charges. It is important that justice is served appropriately and that due process is followed. Massey also specifically calls out Sterling Williams, a maintenance worker accused of turning off the water in the cell from which Massey and 9 others escaped May 16th.
Like, they try to paint a picture of me as this big old bad guy. Oh, I threatened Sterling, the maintenance man. How did I threaten you, bro? You can't even come around me without a deputy being on the tip.
Williams' attorney, Michael Kennedy, responds.
For him to get up there on social media and call Sterling a liar when I have already been out there saying, this is not what we are saying happened, I presume he is just going straight from the arrest affidavit.
Brown says he's hoping Massey will call him and that he can help him surrender safely. If not for him, for the peace of mind of his family.
If you care about them, won't you turn yourself in?
And authorities urge anyone with information about the whereabouts of Massey or Derrick Groves, the other escapee still on the run, to call Crime Stoppers at 504-822-1111. The reward for any tip that leads to their arrest is up to $50,000 per fugitive.
So you can get $100K for turning both their ass in right now. I'm be real. I'm taking the $100K. They are here. I would be like, boy, they are right there. Here's the address. Pick their ass up. I would take the $100K right now. Most definitely.
Look, I might sound a little crazy, but I believe Antoine Massey, y'all.
For people that don't know, he one of the last 2 inmates that broke out or was let out of New Orleans jail. And yeah, he just dropped a video explaining why he was unfairly still in prison or whatnot. You feel me? And he was talking about all the corruption that goes on in the government and goes down in the prison system. And I know a lot of that fucking shit be going down in the prison system, especially here. So it's like when he started talking about that, I'm like, man, like, he ain't wrong. Is he as altruistic as he said? I don't know. Was he done for making that video? I don't know. But something about the conviction, bro. Like something about the way he was speaking, bro. I could be getting con. But as a black man in America, dog, something about what he was saying just made me go, help that man out, man. Now, if he's really guilty of any of those things he's accused of, fuck him, because I don't get down with none of that shit, you hear me? But I do understand how even in the lower level, just the jail system here will get you lost and have you screwed. I know that personally. They'll have your information fucked up and you'll be stuck. And all you motherfuckers on here that was putting up, sharing that video, that old video here of him without hair jumping in the pool talking about, oh, he's taunting the police, making shit even worse out here, you hear me? Y'all gonna do some retractions, y'all gonna do some apologies, you hear me? And a lot of y'all was white motherfuckers. I saw y'all motherfuckers, so y'all can do what y'all doing. Because how often is a dude on the run? Motherfuckers can't find him, but he decided to make a video to let motherfuckers know, like, look, here go my case. I just need some help, you hear me? Like, he could have stayed disappeared. Like, he decided, nah, let me expose some shit. That ain't typical, y'all. I'm just
trying to help me, right? I'm on a charge for this same woman in St. Tammany and Orleans parishes. All my charges come from this one grown woman right here. All right, this is a legal affidavit from this woman. A legal affidavit, and I kept it. Reason why I left the jail, because these people was trying to give me a life sentence in both parishes for something that the woman said that I did not do.
Wait. Now, I ain't the smartest man in the world, but you was looking at life for the R word, kidnapping, so whooping her ass and all. Life? If you was finna get sentenced to life and she said you didn't do it, and this is a DNA issue probably. Your DNA is probably, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I don't know, fam. This is just... It's a slippery slope because you charged with some shit. I'm talking about this ain't, like, you charged with the R word and kidnapping and shit like that. Like, I would like to think that they got something on you for that. If they was going to give you life, like, that's a long time, life. I don't know, fam. I don't know, dog.
Plus, look how dirty it is. They went lock this woman up. Her name is Diamond. Like, look on the news. They went lock this woman up saying that she was trying to help me. Wherever I this woman, why would she be trying to help me? Make that make sense. World, I'm showing y'all, the whole world, how corrupted the state of Louisiana is. I'm an innocent man. Yes, in my past, I made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say mistakes. I was just young.
You're not going to call them mistakes. You're just going to say you was just young. No, you should have called it a mistake. Yeah, that's why no one's reaching up to you to help you out. I think somebody has looked into your case probably, and they not fucking with it.
New Orleans escaped fugitive Antoine Massey made a video yesterday, and in it he addressed the injustices at OJC, which is the Orleans Parish Prison. He expressed St. Tammany Parish and Orleans Parish both having a vendetta towards him for some reason, I don't know. He even tried to convince us he didn't break out of jail, he was let out. When I listened to this video, y'all, I felt like, man, this man is a menace. This man is a maniac. But I know how most people are, right? They gonna be, oh, OG, you tripping. OG, you down bad. OG, you not for the people. Antoine Massey getting done wrong and you don't want to support him. No, son, it ain't that. I know the nigga lying. I know he a criminal. I don't believe him. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't believe this nigga. Why should we believe this nigga? Look at him, y'all. We know he lying. Let's get into it. Since, you know, everybody won't act like this ain't what that is. Everybody won't act like this man's so innocent and he ain't do no wrong, even though he was locked up for battering and abusing the same woman he said signed the affidavit, right? But come on, let's get into it.
So I'm asking who I am. I have a 3-year-old son. I have an 18-year-old daughter that graduated yesterday, supposed to be.
Salute to Y. Thank you for the 10-piece. Says, hey, Ratchet, how come we hear no news about the other escaped inmate? Have you tried to reach out to their family? Have you tried to reach out to the family of the other escaped inmate? Look, ain't nobody gonna talk right now. They can't. It's hot. Can't nobody talk. Even if they, what are they gonna say? I don't. They can't get on here and say, "Oh, I know." You know, send some information and shit. They don't want to. It's hot right now. They don't want to speak to nobody about nothing.
Right. At the end of the day, that people don't understand that.
But thank you for the 10 piece.
They see that I'm armed and dangerous. I have a heart. People that know me know that at the end of the day, I am a good person. So I'm asking for help from the world, from Meek Mills, Lil Wayne, Young Boy, Donald Trump. I'm asking for these people. I couldn't even get a lawyer. I couldn't even afford a lawyer to prove my innocence while I was in Orleans Parish Jail.
Look, y'all, he couldn't afford a lawyer because he was indigent. Nigga, you poor, you broke, you committing crimes and don't have the funds to properly represent yourself. What does that have to do with your innocence? They assign you a public defender. They assign you a pro bono lawyer if you run through 3 public defenders. Y'all can't be falling for this shit.
I broke out. I didn't break out. I was let out. My name is Antoine Massey.
Y'all heard, look, he said he didn't break out, he was let out. Let's look at this. Look, y'all, because y'all be thinking I'm bullshit. We gotta dissect this shit for the bullshit that it is. Now, Orleans Parish Prison escape, right? Hold up.
The inmates.
Let me find the video we bought. Look, watch this.
Attorney General also alleges that William.
All right. Y'all see this person in the back? That's Antoine Massey. This Antoine Massey. He just said he was let out. This is Antoine. Y'all, this is Antoine fucking Massey running out of the front of the jail, but he said he was let out. What the fuck? Look, what?
The guy who said that I threatened him with a shank, the maintenance guy, how could I threaten you with a shank? If you can't come around me, you're a maintenance. You can.
He said he didn't threaten the maintenance man because he can't come around him. But yet you calling him by his first name as if you speak to him on a first name basis. Anybody with thinking capacity could see straight through this bullshit, but let's continue.
He giving a good ass breakdown of this shit, because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the stuff he's saying is exactly what I'm saying. Like, I hear you, brother, but I've been locked up before. I know how people sound when they in jail, bro. I know a lying ass nigga in jail. I've been around lying ass dudes in jail. I don't know how it goes on the female side, but any male in here will tell you, bro, if you've been locked up, you've seen people like this. And they always innocent. Never did a damn thing to a soul.
On the tills without a deputy being behind you. Because if they just let you on the till, you could be persuaded to bring drugs or anything like that nature.
Or you could be in fear for your life by being told, I'ma stab you. So they bring a reassuring officer, a second officer, to back up the first officer. And you know that because you a criminal. This ain't your first rodeo. You know Sterling was green. You knew how to talk to that man. You know what to do, nigga.
So how can I threaten you to jail you and why you didn't notify the people, the police?
Then look at the word he used. How could I threaten you to jug you? He didn't say stab. Pay attention.
You never did that. Like, you flat out lied on me. Sterling flat out lied on me. And I want to let the media know that from the straight tattoos in my face and things of that nature, of course they're going to believe Sterling. You know what I'm saying? I never told Sterling nothing. I'm willing to take a lie detector test and everything behind that. But that's another subject. Orleans Parish is one of the corruptedest jails. That and St. Tammany Parish is the corruptedest jails in the state of Louisiana. Why?
Both of these are parishes where he has charges. So let's look that up. Because he calling these jails corrupt. But look, they say he got domestic abuse involving strangulation. He has a history of these charges and escaping. The bounty hunter who previously captured him have something to say. Let's hear what the bounty hunter got to say.
I've dealt with Massey. I've personally arrested Massey.
Bail bondsman and electronic monitor specialist Matt Dennis has apprehended dozens.
Make sure y'all double tap the screen to get the likes. So we should be way past 500 likes. Double tap the screen and get the likes up.
Of escaped prisoners and knows firsthand what escaped Orleans Parish inmate Antoine Massey is capable of.
When we dealt with Massey, I warned my team, be careful, he's playing stupid. You could
Right.
tell that he wasn't stupid. You knew that he was looking for opportunities. So I actually made them use the full...
Didn't I just tell y'all that? Look what the bounty hunter who been arresting him said. The bounty hunter just said he lying. I cannot believe y'all online supporting this shit. Let's let Antoine finish talking, y'all.
Was I even incarcerated with a woman saying that this never happened? This is this woman's name. This is the charge, domestic abuse discrimination. This is about the shit in St. Tammany.
He done intimidated the witness, y'all. He done got the he done forced the lady to sign an affidavit after they done found the blood on the wall.
In Orleans Parish, why was I even...
So they found blood on the wall and stuff like that. They found her DNA on the wall. Oh, nigga, you did this.
In jail. That's what I'm trying to show y'all. That's why I left the jail. And they have a lot more brothers that's innocent, just like me, that's trying to prove their innocence. That's why they ran. Jason Williams, the sheriff.
Now he dry snitching on the people that got out with him because you sound like y'all was in cahoots, like y'all conspired all together by you saying they innocent just like me. Did you sit down and listen to their stories and then say, well, we should break out and fight for our free? Like, nigga, go take your lit, go back to jail and show you responsible. Go show you remorseful and want to be a productive citizen of America, denouncing your criminality. Why is that so hard to do? Why did you have to break out, make a viral video, and does that nigga have on a chain? Is that a chain? Did he get a haircut in the lining? His hair pinned up like he just got out the shower. This is a relaxed nigga that got the time to sit back and think about everything he's saying to you. I don't believe it.
Susan Hudson, these people are corrupted. These people was talking to St. Tammany and telling St. Tammany they gonna sentence me behind this, and telling St. Tammany if they can't get me, St. Tammany gonna get me. You see what I'm saying? Behind a woman that's a grown adult that never stated that I ever raped her. They have a detective that's over the case, that's trying to pursue charges on me because of my prior history. Who I was in the past is not who I am today. So I'm asking for the media. I don't even have a lawyer to help me. I'm asking for help. That's why I ran. You feel me? I'm a grown man, man. I have kids. I have a mother. I have a baby mother, a child, my children mother. Like it's a lot going on. And that's why I ran. I need help. You feel what I'm saying? Orleans Parish and St. Tammany is one of the corruptest parishes in the world. And I'm asking for help. There's a lot of corruption. It's jiggings, all type of stuff going on, and they covering it up. They don't care about nothing in the state of Louisiana. This is something that needs to go under a federal investigation. What's going on? How they handling cases? Why Antoine Massey was in jail if the woman, the victim, the grown woman, not a child, the grown woman stated that he never raped her. He never been through the system that I never threatened Sterling. Never. How could I threaten Sterling or hurt Sterling? He cannot come on and sit with me with jail on May the 16th or May the 15th.
I'm done. If y'all gonna sit up there and support this man, knowing that he telling y'all a bold-faced lie, hey, do you? Get in my comments, call me a bitch, a snitch, a hoe. You know, y'all love to speak negatively on somebody being positive. But hey, I'm built for it all. I ain't tripping. Antoine Massey, I'll give you about 12 more hours and it's over for you. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this shit down below.
What y'all think about his take on it? He had a very interesting take. I think he thinking what a few people might be thinking, like, brother, I don't know, fam. This shit is... Your story kind of, I don't know.
Good morning. And thank you to everybody who has been tagging me in the Antoine Massey video. First and foremost, I want to say this. Antoine, it is very vital that you collect your thoughts and yourself, get in contact with your family and whoever the representatives are that they have in place to help you turn yourself in. Because if you don't turn yourself in voluntarily, this not going to end well for you. You the last man standing. And they will not hesitate to make an example out of you during this time. Now let's get into what his video stated. Now we all know that the justice system has a gray area, honey. And it is in that gray area where legal officials will play the field. I'm here to tell you that. It's not all cut and dry like layman people think. Honey, they will do whatever, however, to secure the case and secure sentencing for whatever crime they're alleging has been committed. Now, let's just get that out there in the air. In the video, we saw Antoine depict court documents. And in these court documents, that's why I say, baby, I ain't do what they said I did. And I didn't escape either. Somebody let me out. And for that janitor to say that I held him at shank point to get out is them still trying to nail me to the cross. We also saw in the video that Antoine said, I need me some help. I need me somebody, anybody, Lil Wayne, Donald Trump, Meek Mills, somebody who knows something about something, who been through something, to come help me, baby. I don't know how to do it. They holding me on false allegations. And them parishes down there in Louisiana is corrupt. Antoine, baby, we know you ain't lying. Because we see what they did to C Murder. And even Boosie will testify to that. In watching the video, I took some time to do what we do in the justice field. I analyzed his posture. I analyzed his speech. I analyzed his position on things. Do I feel like he is an ex-criminal defendant? Absolutely. He admitted to that he has a past. And we all have a past. But because of his past, they have labeled him a nuisance in the criminal justice field of Louisiana. Did I detect a lie in that video? No, I did not. This is a man crying out for help. This is a man fighting a corrupt justice. This is a man going through prosecutorial misconduct at its finest. This is a man with a lack of resources. This is a man with a confused state of being to free himself from a system that has failed him. Now, I love justice. I love law. Y'all know me. I love everything about it. But I also know in loving what I love that sometimes things can go wrong. And when they go wrong and you look like this and not like this, nobody comes to your rescue. Antoine, contact your family. I promise we heard you. Contact your family. Contact Pastor Brown and turn yourself in. Don't give them the opportunity to track you down, because they gonna do it like a dog. Turn yourself in. Turn yourself in and fight this the right way. If y'all haven't seen the video, go ahead and search his name, Antoine Massey, and take a look at the video. Here go a picture from the video right here. Antoine, turn yourself in, and I promise you, TikTok got you. Turn yourself in, and let's go ahead and fight this thing together. One band, one sound.
Let me find out you got a crush on Antoine. So we're going to fight this together. Turn yourself in. Let me find out you're going to be his pen pal when he get his ass locked up. Sound like you're going to be writing a lot of letters. But let's continue.
Antoine, I'm sitting here and I'm listening to your video and I see your video. I'm just happy to see that you are alive and not dead.
Antoine Massey's aunt says, we see you. Turn yourself in. We got you.
Alive and not dead. But I know you're a survivor. And I know God's words are real and they are powerful. I know that hearing your mama verse and my daddy verse was going to soften you. And I know you see how I done jumped out there in that water with you. Pastor Brown them have all this set up already for you. Call them.
resources is willing to walk you in, son. I know you saw the videos.
He willing to get that the damn 50K. That's what he's willing to do. He's like, can I get both of them for the price of 100K? Okay, well, can you bring your friend with you, brother? Brother, have your friend turn yourself in with you, brother.
I know you see me how I done jumped in that water with you. Call them. I'm happy to see you alive. I'm happy to see that you're doing the right thing. You're trying to do it safe. But you don't have to do this alone. We are here with you, son. The people is waiting on you. They will walk you in there personally. We know the system corrupt.
Wait, that's a pony? That I thought I was under the impression she didn't have no damn hair based on the way the hat looked, but like a damn foxtail in the back. Child, you know what? Keep cooking, man.
I tried to let them see who and what you was. I tried. Do you understand? But they don't know us. They don't know us from a can of paint. So I'm asking you to continue to do the right thing. I'm proud to see that you was bold enough to do this. But I feel like you coming to an end with it. You running out of resources. You running out of time. Let's end it. Let's end it. Let's end it now. Let's end it now. I'm going to put Pastor Brown's number on the screen. Call Pastor Brown because everything you need, Pastor Brown have. He have it. Do it now.
Let me find out she wants some of that damn money to turn your ass in. Let me find out she want that reward money. I think she do.
Derrick Groves, last seen by police on these videos, walking downtown in the aftermath of his May 16th escape from the Orleans Justice Center. Pictured here with Linton Van Buren, who has since been returned to custody, and Antoine Massey, who is still on the run. A law enforcement source tells Fox 8 that the last time they saw Massey and Groves on surveillance footage, they were together. But Groves hasn't been seen on video since that early morning of the mass escape. A law enforcement source says there's no indication that the men are out of state. Most recently, law enforcement followed up on 2 separate tips in connection with locating Groves. He was tracked to a Violet address and an area in Bastrop, Louisiana, but ultimately wasn't found there. Massey was last linked to this fairgrounds
Salute to Michelle for that 10-piece on Cash App. Says, go Ratchet. I appreciate you. Salute.
area home in the 1700 block of Agriculture Street, from where a law enforcement source tells Fox 8 he recorded and posted a video arguing his innocence to Instagram. Massey specifically said he never committed the domestic abuse battery he was incarcerated for at the time of the escape.
She found out that, well, she thought that I was dating another woman, so she had a fight with some girls and told the police in St. Tammany that she thought she saw me in the car.
Louisiana State Police Colonel Robert Hodges says local, state, and federal partners are working tirelessly to capture the 2 men. In response to Massey's video, he says everyone has a right to their day in court.
You can't do it when you leave from being incarcerated and then now you're escaping.
Yeah, man, come on, dog. I don't know how many people buy this dude's story. There's some people who do. Some people who really believe the man's telling the truth, but I'm not really sure.
Y'all see that video of Antoine? Now Antoine. Oh, Lord, Antoine. Oh, Antoine about to get caught up. I knew he about to get caught up. Tell me why he come on I think it was like a live video or something like that. Tell me why he come on the live. He don't even look no different at all. First of all, background is somebody's house, so we gonna figure out who the house is, and we gonna be able to figure out where you was at. And then I'm like thinking they can't pull from the server to figure out where he at. Like, Antoine, you did not think that through. It won't really kill me. He kept saying, these are the wait, let me get it out. He kept calling it an Alfred Davis or something like that, like an Alfred David or something. It took me so long. I was watching the video like 3 or 4 times. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? An affidavit. Got it. So basically his whole thing is he's like, I left the jail because I was He basically trying to, prove his innocence via social media. But bruh, That's not, you should have had like a blank background. Oh, he ain't watched the movies when people be trying to, send messages to the government and stuff like that. They be in like a little dark room or something. He ain't even doing it right. And that's why everybody said they going for Derrick. Because Antoine...
Salute to Binky, says they going to live him. I think the same thing, Binky. Thank you for the 2-piece. But yeah, it's looking like they're going to get that boy up out the way.
That's why I've been living his fucking best life out here. He knows somebody helping his ass. He'd have locked up the girl that I had the case with or whatever like that. But if that was the case, then why would they lock her up? Something they don't even know the story like that. I was a little confused myself. I was trying to figure out what the affidavit was. I'm just really praying. I'm just really praying, bitch. I'm praying that he ain't at his auntie house. You know how annoyed I would be that this man's at his auntie's house over here on the damn live. Oh, I'm innocent. Like my house in the background. So now I'm a target, and now I could go to jail because you want to do some dumb shit in my house. No, Antoine, no. I just feel like if he stay in that house after doing this, he dumb as fuck. You gotta get the fuck out. Like you gotta go wherever you is. You need to go to a different state. Where they ain't got no jurisdiction at. That's what you need to do, Antoine, because. He really is innocent and everything like that. I hope somebody like a lawyer, maybe pick his case up or something to help him out or something like that. But baby, you still gonna face these charges for this little eluding and all that other stuff. Like you still gonna go back to the jail. I got a real question. Okay, let's just say you get a lawyer and the lawyer, does his big one, gets you out of your little jam or whatever, and you ain't gonna do, was he gonna do life? I think it was. So now you ain't gonna do life, right? For that, right? Now let's say that the lawyer do that. Are you gonna be okay going back to the prison and doing your full time and not breaking out again? You just go for these little, escape charges, because they gonna get your ass. One thing about the government, one thing about the police, the longer they gotta find you, resources they gotta use, the more irritating it is to locate your ass. They gonna give you some when they find your ass. I'm a little nervous for Antoine. He over here slipping up, swimming in pools and shit. Like, ooh, bitch. A little quiet with Derrick, though. I'm still team Derrick. I am. Antoine, he just making me nervous. Oh, baby. I think he gonna be found soon. I do. What y'all think?
I think both of their ass finna get probably unalived by these damn police officers if they don't stop playing with these people. They finna just piss these damn police off. That's what's finna happen.
Viral video on social media shows Antoine Massey discussing his escape. The video prompted police to raid a home in the fairgrounds area Monday night.
WTSU reporter Jasmine Franklin is live. Jasmine, you spoke with neighbors who witnessed the whole thing.
Yeah, Sella and Gina, neighbors tell me there was a large police presence outside of that home yesterday evening during the search for inmate Antoine Massey, who's been on the run for nearly 3 weeks.
I immediately ran to my front door. I looked out. I saw lots of cops, detectives in normal clothes with huge guns. I'm assuming it was like AKs.
Natalie Yusei was shocked to see police with weapons drawn right outside of her home Monday evening. This video showing the moments SWAT teams surrounded a home in the fairgrounds area.
And I know that that house has a bunch of ruckus, and I've seen some sketchy things over there. I just never assumed something like this would happen.
This is where investigators believe Massey recorded this viral video. Family members tipped off police about a location on Agriculture Street, and Monday night around 10 p.m., neighbors say police raided the home.
And I heard when they broke the door. And I could hear it from my back room, so they were loud.
Massey was not inside, but investigators say they recovered the clothes he wore when he recorded the video.
It's a bit shocking because I've been wiring this house for the past 2 weeks.
Right next door, the search for Massey also prompted police to break inside a vacant home, according to an electrician who has been working on this house for 2 weeks.
When I came this morning, I saw the door kicked open, and I called the house owner, and he was trying to search around.
All this while family members beg Massey to turn himself in.
Now listen to Mama and do this for me. If you do nothing else for me, turn yourself in.
And tonight, both Antoine Massey and Derrick Groves still remain on the run. If you have any information on their whereabouts, you should contact police or Crime Stoppers. Reporting live in New Orleans, Jasmine Franklin, WDSU News.
Yeah, man. Your family is telling you to do the right thing. You getting them in some shit. I don't really think this dude give a damn. I think he just only give it. He seems very selfish, and I don't really think he gonna turn himself in. I think he gonna let him find
Well
it.
done, ladies. You oversaw one of the worst prison breaks in U.S. history. Girl power. On Mardi Gras in New Orleans back in 2018, a man named Derrick Groves, along with an accomplice, opened fire at a neighborhood party with an AK-47. And by the time Groves was done, more than 70 shell casings were on the street and 2 men were dead. Investigators later determined that Groves had been hired to kill a heroin dealer, but he completely missed the target. Instead, he killed a couple of random bystanders. But
this is the people saying that their team, Derrick Groves, who was a hired hitman to go unalive some heroin dealer, missed the target because he can't shoot with an AK and killed 2 innocent people. And your team him. Lock that goofy ass dude back up.
Groves didn't let that minor detail slow him down. In the following days, he took credit for the killings on social media and bragged about his ability to commit violence with impunity. So not exactly a criminal mastermind, in other words. And so it wasn't especially surprising when, within a year, Groves was arrested and charged and convicted by a 10-2 jury vote of 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. And this was back in 2019, roughly 6 years ago. Then Groves was put on trial for 2 more crimes, 2 more times for the same crime. The first retrial was because of a new law that required unanimous jury verdicts, and the second retrial was because of a hung jury on the second trial. And then finally, in October of 2024, Groves was convicted once again for murder, this time by a unanimous jury. Now, in a first world city, this sequence of events should have guaranteed that, at a minimum, Derrick Groves would immediately be shipped to a maximum security prison. I mean, we're talking about an unapologetic, confessed killer. But in New Orleans, 6 years after he was convicted of killing 2 people and 6 months after he was double convicted for the homicides, Derrick Groves was not being housed in a windowless dungeon where he belonged. Instead, he was incarcerated at the now world-famous institution known as the Orleans Parish Jail, where the vast majority of the inmates are awaiting trial for relatively minor offenses. Now, if you followed the news lately, you probably know where this is going. Derrick Groves was one of 10 inmates who just escaped this parish jail shortly after midnight on Friday morning. The escape began around 12:20 a.m. when the inmates broke open the door to a handicapped cell with their bare hands. And once inside, they removed a metal toilet and a sink, as well as bolts and a steel bar that protected plumbing fixtures in the cell by using toiletries and some kind of tool. According to authorities, that's how they pried this thing open. And then around 1 a.m., they crawled through a hole that had apparently been carved in the wall. And here's what the cell looked like by the end of it. You can see it there. Just to underscore the level of pure genius that's required to escape from this facility, they wrote on the wall that their escape was, quote, too easy, LOL, with the word too misspelled. This is how convicted murderer Derrick Groves and 9 other criminals, most of whom are suspected of violent crimes like armed robbery and domestic violence, walked out of the parish jail. And this is a facility that obviously should not have been used to house a convicted murderer in the first place. That was the first glaring mistake that was made here. And that's just scratching the surface of the level of total incompetence and probably malice that led to this escape. I mean, suffice it to say, the guards in New Orleans have managed to achieve the impossible, which is to make Jeffrey Epstein's guards look good in comparison. We're also learning from...
That's fucked up. Because we all know what happened with Mr. Jeffrey, but let's continue.
For example, that 1/3 of the cameras in the jail simply don't work. The jail also has been reporting defective locks and doors for many years, which seems like a significant issue for a jail to have. And additionally, there's new reporting that at the time of this escape, there were 0 sheriff's deputies on duty in this portion of the jail. Not a single one. There was apparently a civilian employee who was supposed to be monitoring the cameras, but that employee conveniently stepped away for food during the escape.
Probably was paid too. Or threatened.
Additionally, no one was patrolling the facility. No one spotted them running towards the interstate. No one noticed anything was wrong in any way until a routine head count took place at 8:30 a.m., 8 hours after the escape began. They got an 8-hour head start. And even then, it took another 2 hours to inform the New Orleans Police Department. So the jail did everything possible to give these criminals a pretty massive head start. And on top of that, when they finally released the news to the public, officials reported that 11 inmates were missing before revising the number down to 10. Now, this is how you run a jail when you don't care whether violent criminals escape. And that's exactly how politicians in New Orleans think. I mean, even without a jailbreak, they've made it a habit to unleash violent felons on the public.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
That's why they don't even prosecute something like 50% of the violent crimes that result in an arrest. It's also why at the moment, Derrick Groves and several other inmates remain at large. Now, fortunately, 4 of the 10 escapees have been captured. But that's not because of any brilliant detective work. It's because, again, these criminals are really, really dumb. So here's footage of 2 of the escapees walking through the French Quarter wearing hoodies and...
So, yeah, these dudes, they not the brightest tools and sharpest tools in the shed, not the brightest apples on the tree. But it's only a matter of time. Trust me, it's only a matter of time. They finna get caught.
Continue to evade law enforcement nearly 3 weeks after breaking out of the jail in New Orleans.
And breaking right now, only our cameras were rolling as Sheriff Susan Hudson asked city leaders for more money in a closed-door meeting. WDSU investigator Aubrey Killian was at City Hall when he caught up with Sheriff Susan Hudson as she was walking in. Aubrey.
Hey there, Gina. So according to city leaders, what was discussed behind closed doors was OPSO finances. I've just uncovered that it could cost about $2 million to get them on track. So take a look. Like Gail mentioned, only WDSU Investigates was there as Sheriff Susan Hudson entered this closed-door meeting. And while city leaders say this was a productive meeting, the sheriff dodged our questions before and after, saying she's being transparent. After the meeting, we hopped in an elevator with the sheriff to get answers, and then we spoke with city leaders who attended the meeting about what all happened.
To have full transparency of all the financials to ensure that the spending burn rates are coordinated.
We talked about a lot of that, from paying deputies to a lot of the systems that have to be fixed, the water, the locks.
Are you able to tell us the last time OPSO did an FCI, facility conditions index report?
We had a meeting today to talk about brass. That's what we're here to talk about today. You put in your records requests, we answer them. In fact, I've answered more than probably any other sheriff has ever answered, because you've asked for so many. We do our job. We'll answer our public records.
But these are...
We believe in the law and transparency. We're following that. So you'll get your information that you've asked for with any redactions allowed by law, and you can take it from there.
Damn, she mad. She mad than a motherfucker. Look, it was just your facility, girl. This is under your watch. You fucked up. Don't get mad at me. You dropped the ball. Don't get mad at us.
And we should point out tonight we have put in multiple public records requests since this escape happened. We are still waiting on them. Reporting live at City Hall, I'm Aubrey Killian, WDSU Investigates.
Because they finna uncover some shit. These people is corrupt. I do believe that. Now, do I think they're lying about these people being corrupt? Hell no. I know they corrupt. That's why they're trying to get their files all in order before they have to present them to the public. I know what the fuck going on.
Man, listen, right? I need y'all to get this to my man, family or him. Antoine Massey. Man, listen to me. I was thinking, right? Like, I just talk like, look, I would never turn myself in, ever. Not ever. Not facing a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? Not doing, you done sentenced me to life. 30, 40 years, you will have to catch me. That's just all it is, right? But I thought about it. Like, he pleading his innocence, right? The nigga begging for a lawyer, he begging for help. But it's only a matter of time before somebody cash in on him, right? So you gotta think, like, man, only so far you can run, then you get tired. I understand that. So I had thought about this. So I'm like, well, damn, what could he do to get out of this? What would you do, bro? So I said, look, what I would do is, by them having a $50,000 cash reward out for me, I would go to the baddest lawyer in Louisiana. I would have my family or reach out to him any way I could. Whoever fucking with me that's helping me out, look, go see this lawyer. Talk to them, show him all this paperwork I got, and have a consultation. He look at that shit and be like, yeah, you got a fair one here. Like, definitely they fucked you over, we can fight this. All right, I don't have no money, right?
So what would I do? Well, look, I got a $50,000 reward on me. I turn myself in to you. You turn me in. This $50,000 is yours. That, you know what I'm saying? And it's a win-win for the lawyer, because even if he charges a little more or a little less, just look, throw something on my books, my dog. That's all I'm asking you. And it's a good look for your law office. It's a good look, because you taking this case, a man out of, it's a big case. So any law firm should reach out for him anyway, because if you see that the man innocent, this is a boost for your law firm. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. Go see a motherfucking lawyer. Have somebody, your people, whoever you fuck with, go see one of the coldest lawyers it is. Instead of somebody cashing out, telling on you and this and this and this, that's your lawyer fee right there, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now that's the best thing I think you can do. And I will also put a lawsuit against these bitches. Yeah, bitch, y'all see the paperwork right here where the bitch said I didn't do this shit, but still you holding me in on this motherfucker. You trying to railroad me like you do most niggas. Now I'm out here. I didn't escape jail. I was let out of jail. I didn't escape a motherfucking thing. I was let out. So, okay, I'm let out, but now you got me as this rapist and thug type of motherfucker when I actually didn't do this shit. I'm suing because this a free kill for a motherfucker. He in one of the racist states in the world. All he got to do is walk up on a motherfucker. They can blow him down without question. Boom. Kill him dead as a motherfucker and collect the $50,000. So he in a dangerous motherfucking situation. You understand what I'm saying? So my advice, what I would do if I was him is go see a motherfucking lawyer right now. You got the lawyer fair. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. If they ain't talking if they ain't talking what you want to hear, fuck it. Keep going. Keep going until they fuck it. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, that's your best bet, my nigga. Go talk to a motherfucking lawyer. Walk in that bitch. Or have somebody, whoever you fucking with, however you doing this, have them talk to one of the coldest motherfuckers it is and say, hey, boom, this is what I got. I didn't do this. This is the evidence I have. You can even talk to the plaintiff on the case. You can go talk to her, have all that shit figured out. Boom, boom, boom. If you take the case, he'll walk you right into jail. He come get you, walk right into motherfucking jail, turn yourself in, and knock that shit out. That's my message to you. That's a way out this shit, young dog. That's all I'm saying. I'm just thinking, I think that's the smartest and best way, because, I mean, it's got to be tough on the run. You know what I mean? Especially with them tattoos on your face and you all over the news right now. After so long, the shit gonna die down anyway. You know what I mean? But you got to get rid of them tats and, you know what I'm saying? And go, you know how to play it. You played it this far, you know, just, but $50,000 right now. You know what's so fucked up about the 50,000? There's some niggas out here that's claiming to be so non-snitch, and I never tell on a nigga and so motherfucking gangster. For 50,000, they'll walk right in there and tell right where you at right now, nigga. That's real talk. So it's hard. So whoever you fucking with, you got some real motherfuckers by your side, my nigga. Don't ever forget them. When you get out and get back and get good, do never forget these people, because they putting their life on the line with yours, my nigga, and to not telling you for 50 racks, my nigga. Come on, man. I'm telling you, man, these so-called hard niggas out here do it, dog. These so-called non-snitch ass niggas are, there you go, right there for the 50. I can call anonymously. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. But please, somebody get this to the...
And I think that's the smartest idea he could do. The best decision you could probably make right now is to, or if you trust your mama like that, I know I could trust my mama. So I would just go straight to my mom and be like, hey, 50K yours. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you get that reward money. See if you could up it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we going to get my lawyer. You just keep the rest. Just pay for my lawyer, pay cash, whatever they charge. If they're charging 50K, try to get 25 extra K from them people so you can turn me in. Tell them you can get 75K, you'll facilitate it. Fuck it, 100. Shoot for 100. It's yours. Just get me the fuck up out this jam. If you didn't do it, that's the smartest way to go about it. That's probably your only choice, to be real. Let's continue.
Bounty hunters. Bounty hunters are looking for Antoine Massey. The minute that he dropped this, they upped the ante. The minute that he dropped this, they upped the ante. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
Salute to Paul for that gifted membership. I appreciate you, Paul. Salute. And we $19 away from a honey bun, y'all. We still $19 away, man. Somebody throw that 20 piece up. Let's go.
Let's dab, y'all. Let's get into it.
Bounty hunter who has captured escapee Antoine Massey before says it's only a matter of time before Massey and Derrick Groves are caught again.
As Rob Besson reports, with the reward money now increased, dozens of bounty hunters may be looking to cash in.
I've dealt with Massey. I've personally arrested Massey.
Bail bondsman and electronic monitor specialist Matt Dennis has apprehended dozens of escaped prisoners and knows firsthand what escaped Orleans Parish inmate Antoine Massey is capable of.
When we dealt with Massey, I warned my team, be careful, he's playing stupid. You could tell that he wasn't stupid. You knew that he was looking for opportunities. So I actually made them use the full gear, the handcuffs, the shackles, and everything after he escaped us.
Dennis recaptured Massey in November of 2023, 2 hours after he cut off an electronic monitor.
When I saw his face on television after he escaped, I went, you got to be kidding me.
Now Massey, who's wanted for a rape and kidnapping in St. Tammany, as well as domestic abuse and theft in Orleans Parish, along with Derrick Groves, who's been linked to 4 killings, remain on the loose, and Dennis isn't surprised.
Massey's going to be high up on the food chain when it came to planning this. He didn't follow people out this hole. This is somebody who worked this and made this happen.
This is video just posted on an Instagram account by Massey, which a law enforcement source says they are now looking into. He's proclaiming his innocence. This video notwithstanding, last week authorities raised a reward of $50,000 for Massey's rearrest, and some bounty hunters may be encouraged.
The last I know, there was 900 licensed bail agents in Louisiana.
Matt Dennis says Derrick Groves and Antoine Massey are still out because clearly they had a better escape plan with resources.
Whatever they're hiding with, it's got to be funded. When that funding runs out, they're not going to be hiding anymore.
Dennis says one thing more than any other often forces people on the run to resurface.
Believe it or not, in our world, looking for people, when the number one thing that drives a guy back out of hiding is he needs a shower.
And Dennis and others say it's only a matter of time.
They're going to get tired and frustrated as they try to move around Louisiana or move around the metropolitan area. They know the walls are closing in.
Any thoughts on where they might be?
Not far. They're not far.
And Matt Dennis says wider use of facial recognition technology could have possibly resulted in the escapees being...
So they finna use all the technology they got to get these goofy ass dudes, man. It's only a matter of time. I give it 2 weeks tops, and I think it'll probably happen next week.
Being
they got
recaptured
2 weeks
by
tops.
now. Again, the reward has been increased to $50,000 on both Massey and Groves. If you know anything about their whereabouts, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 8.
So now they got the bounty hunters really going after these guys because they upped the ante to $50,000 per person, right? $50,000 per person. What I don't like is he tried to paint the picture. Damn, am I becoming an apologist? Am I getting soft? Am I getting soft? He tried to paint the picture like, oh man, he broke out and he escaped before. Man, he's cut off his ankle monitor. He cut off his ankle monitor, bro. That's not the same as breaking out of jail or breaking out of prison. That's not the same of breaking out of jail and breaking out of prison. You said $50,000 ain't nothing? Yeah, all right. I don't know where you from, but where I'm from, they done did way more for less. I don't know where you from, but where I'm from, they have done way more for less. Man, $50,000, boy, they'll take you for 50. Man, for 50, man, you get your whole family killed for that. I don't know what you talking about.
That's facts.
Man, dudes are. For 50, they'll take you out, take your girl out, take your kid out, and then go and buy a chain and be asking you got any more work for them. So y'all keep thinking about it from the lens of what you do. Man, I make $50, $60, $70, $80,000 a year. I make $100,000 a year. Yeah, it may not be much for you because you got a career. I know dudes that's living one day at a time. One day.
That's facts. Nigga, you gotta think about this. It's somebody with a couple $1,000 or a couple $100 in their bank account right now. Shit, if even that. There's some people out there fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Some people paying for a motel room and that's it. That's it. They got enough of a motel room, some cigarettes, and McDonald's. They itching for $50K. Shit, $50K. They ain't got $50 in their damn bank account. They definitely turning your goofy ass in.
One opportunity. They living for now. They living for the night. They ain't worried about what's happening next week. They gotta live for now. So you talking about 50 ain't nothing. 50 will change somebody's life. Man, they carjacking and killing people over cars. And they getting pennies on the dollar for the parts and they stripping the cars. You boy, you fool. 50 grand? Please. 50 grand in one hunt? You can find him in one hunt? They coming after you. Y'all go ahead and stay out the hood, bro. Go ahead and stay out of certain areas. Make sure you check in. Make sure you get some security. Do it a little differently. People be asking me a lot of times, like, Anton, when you go to different cities, how come you have security with you? Because I understand.
Hey, you got to roll how you supposed to, man. You just never know these days. You just never know. Just stay protected, y'all. Don't trust shit.
Right, so this is a suggestion via Discord. The name of the video is New Orleans Jailbreakers bail bondsman says Massey is not innocent. Listen, he sounds innocent. But again, based off a couple of the comments, guys, listen, I do not know many criminals. I'm just going to be completely honest here. I don't really, consult with them. I don't really have, full-blown conversations with them. But a couple of people in the comments of the previous video when we reacted to his specific conversation that he had on Instagram, we can kind of come up with apparently they're all innocent. Right? They're all innocent. They all have the data to prove it. So now I'm moderately conflicted. Again, I immediately, I'm not someone who's excessively partial to paying much attention to what a criminal has to say, because again, I don't really find much validity in someone who's thrown their life away in the first place. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really find much validity in the statements that are being made. But let's go ahead and see where this takes us, guys. I mean, if he is not innocent, then he's just not innocent, bro. Right? He also lied and basically said he was let out, but then yet who let him out? Okay, that's my question. Who let him out? Because all the images dictate that you climbed through a wall. What do you mean? Were you let out by the bricks? Did the toilet let you out, bro? I want to know. But either way, let's go and jump into it. Let's see where this takes us.
For the two remaining escapees who jumped off the loading docks at the New Orleans City Jail. And speaking of those fugitives, we have showed you the social media post that one of them decided was a good idea, where he swears that he was wrongly locked up and asks everybody under the sun to save him. Here again is what appears to be Antoine Massey on Sunday.
I'm one of the ones that was let out all in this parish jail where they said I escaped, right? I'm asking for help, please, before they throw me away for something that I did not do.
Let out? They say you escaped? My darling, you
Right.
definitely escaped.
Okay,
We originally
I believe
reported
it.
that he was being held on murder charges, but that has been updated to auto theft and domestic abuse involving strangulation.
Right.
The other New Orleans escapee who hasn't been caught either is Derrick Groves, and he's the one awaiting trial on 2 counts of second-degree murder
Bro, where's his video at? I want to see that one.
and 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder.
Jeez.
And as for the video that was posted, police aren't confirming yet, that it's legit on the record,
Okay.
but the Associated Press is reporting that police raided a home just a few miles from the jail after receiving a tip from relatives
Few
who
miles.
recognized the room behind him in the post. The AP says Massey wasn't there, but guess what was?
His clothes?
His distinctive clothing and the shoes, apparently. Things he was wearing in the video and left behind at that location. My next guest knows more about tracking Antoine Massey than most, because Matthew Dennis caught Antoine Massey once before after a previous prison escape in 2023. Matthew's a bail bondsman and electronic monitoring specialist, and he's live with me now. Matthew, I was shocked when I heard that Antoine Massey had escaped before, and then you come along to tell us, oh no.
Wait, what? Escape? Is this the second time? Jesus.
He's escaped 4 times before.
4 times?
Why is this guy so good at it?
So this dude in escaped jail 4 fucking times. 4 damn times this dude in escaped jail. Man. You got to be fucking kidding me, right? At the end of the day got to end, right? At the end of the day got to end. I'm not really sure what these boys got going on, what these brothers got going on behind the scenes, on the scenes, around the scenes, all over the scenes. But one thing I do know is your ass is going to jail. So you can rest for sure. Your ass is going to jail. I don't know what you're going to do to slow down this process, but it's looking like there ain't going to be no way out of it, my brother. Just go ahead and take your lick. Do your jail time, man. It is what it is. Again, I just wanted to switch stuff up today. I had to go live earlier because of I'm finna go watch the damn playoff game. I'm finna get me something to eat and watch the damn playoff game. It's the finals, y'all. It's the damn finals. Who you got? You got OKC or you got Indiana? I took Indiana for game 1, but we gonna see how it shapes up. I don't know, man. Y'all get into the comment section, man. I'm finna get ready to get the hell up off here. So I do want to say good night to everybody in the chat. I love each and every one of y'all. We only got to, what was it, 81 on the screen? No, it was really 82. We was 18 away from a honey bun, but it's all love, man. We got that on the back end on Cash App. I ain't doing no tripping. Y'all know I love y'all. I appreciate all the love and support y'all give me each and every night. Well, get into the comment section. Let me know what you thought about this video. I did a poll in the chat. The poll in the chat said, do you feel like Derrick and Antoine are guilty? 48% of the room said that, yeah, they're guilty. 52% of the room says, nah, bruh. Them boys is free them boys, man. Let them boys up out of jail. So y'all get into the comment section when this ends, and I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Probably be a little bit later. I don't know what time tomorrow, but just be on the lookout. Have your notifications set to all notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Double tap the screen to like the video. Until next time, I'm out, gang. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, man. Salute. I'm out.